So, I think we can get started. Unless anyone else has any objections. Any last minute potty breaks or anything.
Nope, I got drinks and potty breaks.
Perfect.
Should be good.
Alright.
Yep.
So in that case, I have read all of your character sheets for all of the juicy deets therein. But if you guys would like to tell each other what your characters are, just as like a brief introduction thing before we get started.
I don't know if I ever filled out my character sheet like that.
In that case, no time like the present. In the session 0.51.
Oh, do you want me to go?
Well,
Or probably filling out the character sheet would come first.
Okay.
Not, I'm not so... I don't think it's so important that you fill out all the background and all of that, but at least a lot of your starting equipment you should have.
Oh, no, I did that. I just didn't write like a bio or anything.
Oh, well, that's fine. I'm not gonna place a huge amount of importance on the backstory unless you guys really super want to.
Gotcha.
at least not for the first 10 minutes, right?
I mean, if you guys had some kind of, like, cosmic powerful enemy that could, like, wipe you out instantly, I mean, I'm all for, like, the shortest campaign ever in Dungeons & Dragons history. Like, oh no, the Lich succeeded, and now he's come to kill all of you. Roll for initiative.
We can take him.
Haha.
We've got this. Guys that I don't yet know and haven't met.
I'm the
Yeah,
DM.
why no?
I win. That's how this works.
Random strangers on the street. Assemble!
Quick.
Stranger used ignore.
Your homeland and or current surroundings are being invaded.
It's alright, there's a very small chance I do something good.
You'll turn yourself into a plant.
I was thinking there's one that turns my skin blue, but it'd be hard to tell with my fur.
Well, I'll start off with that then. So the Tabaxi barbarian, sorry, with the Outlander background, kind of a wandering soul who left his tribe at a young age just from curiosity.
Nice. And just going from left to right on my Roll20 thing here. Oliver Grimwell.
Oh yeah, I
What are
need
you
to
about?
change that eventually.
Right.
My actual name is Menhir-of-the-Plains, but I am a sorcerer of wild magic, also Tabaxi, and I was a traveling minstrel.
Perfect. Huh, perfect. Cats. Off to a good start already. And now, Miss Chantal Evergarden. What's your
Yo.
story?
Which I highly doubt she'd say yo. But you have an Azamar bard who is also a charlatan with the second identity of Madame Nadia Knox, the gifted and future sight master of the Arcana and speaker for the stars.
Perfect. How do you... Just as a curious bystander asking a professional, how exactly do you see this situation transpiring?
Which situation?
Well done.
Thank you.
Now, Miss Elentia, no last name given.
Nope.
What are you all about?
I'm a half-elf, and I'm a rogue. I was dumped at an orphanage as a child where I became friends with Chantal, and we were eventually kicked out of the orphanage for being too old, and we live on the streets, picking people's pockets and trying to survive.
Awesome. Nice,
Mostly Chantal distracts them, and I pick their pockets, but...
It works.
it seems like a mutually beneficial relationship right there. So,
Definitely.
that brings me to my next question of, for what reason are all of you in this city? And you can kind of be as detailed or as loose as you want.
Well, I'll maintain our initiative order for this conversation.
All right.
I am So as part of my wandering ways, I found out that I had a knack for tracking down and bringing in minor fugitives as a somewhat of a bounty hunter. And I would say that I'm in the city because I was in the area and low on cash and looking to pick up a few contracts.
Alrighty then.
Nothing ridiculous. Probably no murderers or anything, but you know, back child support, taxes, that sort of stuff.
Excellent. And Mr. Menhir-of-the-Plains, what you doing?
Well, I was just, let's say, dismissed from my group, and now I'm looking for a new place to play. So I'm running around the inns and taverns.
Of course.
Also looking for shiny things, because that's important.
That is extremely important. And it may be equally important to Miss Elentia and Miss Chantal. What is it you're doing in this big city?
Picking people's pockets and just trying not to starve.
Yeah, right. Building a better future, getting that money.
Building a better future for a very select number of people.
The
Two.
of us.
Yep.
It's a work in progress. It's an eventual goal.
You got to start small with manageable goals.
Exactly. So, let me see here. That was a wonderful sound I just made right there. Let me think about that. I probably should have structured this better, so I actually had an idea of what I was going to do before I began the session. Man, a week just flies by without any planning.
Oh, right.
So, do you guys mind if I take some liberties with, like, the current setting, just to get the campaign of D&D started?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
For example, could we say that at some point, Mr. Stone and River, Thraxi Outlander, or Tabaxi Outlander, could happen upon the nefarious and very lovely Chantal and Elentia doing their whole picking people's pockets routine, and we somehow wander along Mr. Menhir-of-the-Plains to just kind of get the story going?
To be fair, I'm probably, like, lifting a few things as I can as well, so...
Oh, I can tell this is going to be a great party composition already.
Yep. We're
Three
totally
thieves.
not going to get thrown in jail at all.
3 thieves and a bounty hunter.
3 thieves and a bounty hunter walk into a bar. And,
On ABC.
No, I mean, I think that's fine.
Alrighty. Then in that case, I may or may not have a map already slightly prepared. So, just give me a short while to set things up, because I didn't want to do it all beforehand in case any of you guys objected to it. So right now I'll be I already have some maps and some stuff planned out. I've just got to put you on them. So, you over there, you over there, you over there, over there, you over there. Alright. So, allow me to set the stage a little bit, as it were. All of you, yes, all of you, brave, intrepid adventurers, for one reason or another, find yourself in the beautifully low-poly city of Ellensvout. It's one of the main trade cities in the nation, or in the kingdom. Don't ask what the name of the kingdom is yet. It's mysteriously blanked from everybody's minds, including your own, for the time being. And since this here is such an enormously huge trading city, just gold flowing in and out, like rivers flowing in and out of riverbanks and oceans, there's just endless possibilities here. From the thousands of people living in there to the hundreds of inns. You can buy anything, you can deal in anything. There are some, how do we say, less than scrupulous peoples what live in the city, which is perfect for 2 childhood friend thieves, one Miss Chantal and one Miss Elentia. How do you pronounce that, by the way?
Elentia.
Elentia. Perfect. They were abandoned at a young age and have made their way here to Ellensvout, putting on a wonderful routine where one of them puts on quite a musical performance, and the other one puts on quite a performance of the thievery kind, stealing people's valuables. And just for the sake of the story, I'm going to, if it's okay with you, Mr. Menhir-of-the-Plains, can we say that you are somehow a part of their act?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm able to play the flute,
All right.
and I can also steal things if the opportunity presents itself.
All right. So, whichever one.
Which would you say is the more important skill for this band?
Well, and it actually works out because I kind of had in my head that like we learned how to do all this shit from like other people that were kind of living on the streets. So like you could be somebody that were just like picked up, learning stuff from or whatever. So
A mentor? All right, watch closely, girls.
Wise old kitty.
right.
I'd be good at that.
Hey.
Well, and that does make sense too. From if you were looking for a band to join, it could either be that you were thinking of joining with them, or you saw the lovable little scamps and you just couldn't help but feel, feel a little sorry for them, or see a little bit of yourself in them, or something like that.
Kindred spirits.
Kind of take that either way.
Yeah, they become my current obsession.
There you go.
That's creepy.
Not like in a creepy
I'm a
way,
cat person.
girls. How does that
It's
make
just
it
like,
better?
oh, these things are interesting. I should help.
I'm a cat person. How is adding bestiality to that mix not make it just so much better?
Oh, and I'm mad at him because I was helping him find a character token, and my Pinterest is flooded with furries right now.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude, the weirdest thing happened to me. I've been on Pinterest like not to get on a side tangent here, but I've been on Pinterest like twice, and about once a month I get an email from them that's like, "Hey, here's some more pins you might like in the gay pride and the body tattoo and body art sections." And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm fully supportive. But like, I'm straight male with no tattoos, no piercings, no any of that. It's like, thanks, Pinterest.
Too vanilla. This dude's too vanilla. Here you go.
Like, he's suspiciously ordinary. Let's weird him
Would
the
you
fuck
rather
up.
have Pinterest playing a wedding for you? Because that's the other way this goes.
Maybe it's like the deep learning algorithms where it's like, we know this guy's secretly gay and secretly really into body art. He's just covered it up
hasn't
so well,
realized it yet.
even he doesn't know it.
Some of the algorithms are crazy. Like, I think because of my diet that I do, like, I don't know what, but Google's like, vegan. You should look at all the vegan stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm not vegan.
I do have some good vegan recipes if you're ever curious.
No, I mean, like, vegan's awesome, but, like, I eat a lot of meat. And I'm just like, Google,
Giggity.
where do you think that... Yeah, I don't know.
Nerd.
It's like, there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, why the fuck are you showing me this?
Right.
And so anyway, not to derail ourselves from the brilliant tangent we
Right.
just had right there.
Moving on.
What a wonderful segue. Speaking of things that nobody has any interest in, there's
Here
Torval.
comes Torval.
Aww.
Oh, Hodor.
Yeah, yeah.
So one day, the band of 3 merry thieves, the 1.5 musicians and the 1.5 fingersmiths, just, doing their thing in some kind of a lovely central park. In a small town square, kind of shady area underneath a bunch of trees. Very picturesque. When who would happen by and see these little scamps than a certain Tabaxi outlander. And nonetheless, a Tabaxi bounty hunter outlander. So
Son of a bitch.
one day, this party pooper, just like spoiler of everybody's fun, comes by and sees 3 people working a crowd, as it were. And I'll let you guys take the situation from there. If you got any other questions, I'm happy to answer them out of character.
No, I think it's a pretty good setup.
All right.
Mhm.
And just
So,
to set the scene a little bit more, you're in kind of the center of the shopping part of the city. So, like, for several streets to the north, the south, the east, and the west, it's just all shops. Some people have set up stalls. Some people it's like brick and mortar, brick and wood store. So you're gonna have to run for quite a while before you hit anything that's not a store or one of these town squares like this one you're in right now. So there won't be a lot of like houses. There won't be a lot of like sewer buildings or anything like that. Just like the concrete jungle as far as you can see right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you guys kind of have to start because I wouldn't be doing anything until I saw you do something. So.
No, you're with us. Oh no, sorry, you're not. Menhir is.
Men, can't tell them apart. Cats, they all look the same.
Right.
So I guess you guys will have to kind of start off and describe what you're doing, how you're working the crowd, and then I'll go from there.
I believe Chantal is probably performing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess that's my thing here.
And then I'm trying to blend in with the crowd and pick people's pockets when they're not looking.
Yeah. And Catman, what are you doing?
Depends. What kind of instrument are you playing?
I'm playing the lyre. Thank you very much.
How appropriate.
Would you like flute accompaniment?
I don't know, Cat. Can you dance?
I probably can.
Would you like musical accompaniment? That depends. Can you dance?
Only if he's on a hot tin roof.
I'll play the dance.
I don't know. I feel like we would have worked this out beforehand. Like, are you a better thief, or are you a better player?
I'm a better player than thief.
Like, if you joining the otherworldly looking Asmar up there gonna draw a bigger crowd, then yes, you are up here.
Yeah, I think you're more distracting with both of you playing.
Yeah, get out of here.
So how good is your playing?
Ooh, go ahead and each of you give me a performance check.
So guess what? I didn't take as a skill.
The point was never to play good music. The point was to steal.
Exactly, and I did mine more of like more of the tarot card reading of giving you generalized nonsense for you to believe in.
Oh, so deception. Hey, well, it worked out.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, not bad.
You're tearing it up on that wire.
Gosh dang right.
But let me tell you, Mr. Jesus. I promise after this I'm not going to have to look. Mr. Menhir is, he's matching him on the flute. They're doing some kind of, like, duet. This supposed to be a really big day indeed because you've practiced hard. And it's paying off here. The crowd is just enraptured with both of you are playing. So enraptured that,
Play Freebird!
Get out of here, heckler!
play Freebird on the flute. Yeah, do I actually have a lyre?
Oh my gosh, we could totally play Freebird.
And then the flute could
I was
actually bring
thinking
a bird.
Jethro Tull, but you know.
Oh my gosh.
Wagon wheel!
Yeah, so the crowd is, they're just enthralled. Like, all of their attention is on the two performers. They're
Alright, so I'm gonna
cutting a
try
rug,
pick somebody
as the kids say.
pocket.
Right. Then if you'd like to pick anybody's pocket, go ahead and give me a target, and then give me a sleight of hand check.
Alright, I'm gonna pick this guy here that's got the chest. His hands seem busy, and he's definitely not paying attention.
Whoa, hey now.
Oh wow.
Oh, geez.
It's... Perhaps you're being inspired by the performance that's going on in front of you, because you're just on top of your game. This guy, he's so distracted with his barrel and so distracted with the plane that your fingers slip in, take his money, and just head on back out. And you find this is quite a sort of well-off to do barrel merchant or whatever the fuck he's got going on there. And you find 4 gold coins in his pocket.
Noise.
So, as I'm making my way around the back of the crowd, headed somewhere or other, I noticed the two players, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I feel like something's off about the person walking along behind the crowd. Like she's not focused on the musicians like everyone else. So can I do like a perception or investigation to kind of keep an eye on her and see if I spot anything unusual?
Go for an investigation to see if you notice anything crafty going on.
I hope this is a
Sorry.
sign of things to come.
Son of a
No, it's
bitch.
just you're using all of it up right now. So like,
Every other roll from here on out's 5 or less.
yeah, prepare for the cascade of ones. So you, as a not like a professional bounty hunter, but a very like you're like one of those. You're a semi-professional. You're like one of the best amateurs in the world at bounty hunting. You notice that the little move she does with her hands, she's not really like hugging the barrel guy or like giving him a pat on the back. She's definitely patting down his pockets to take some gold. So you deduce very quickly that the person in the back of the crowd just working it, she's definitely intent on stealing from other people. And from what you can tell, probably took something from the man with the orange barrel.
All right. I would say that doing some little bounty hunting on the side, I think I would see this as an opportunity. So, what after you finished picking his pocket, what did you go back to doing?
I just walked away from him to the other side of the crowd.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna walk up beside her and kind of lean over and whisper in her ear, "You're gonna share that gold?
Excuse you?
The gold you took from the guy with the barrel over there. I saw it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We could call the guards and have them check."
I don't think that's necessary because I didn't do anything.
Elentia, go ahead and give me a deception check. And Adam, you go ahead and your name is Adam, yeah?
It's Stone and River in game,
Stone
but
and River.
out of game, yeah, Adam.
Alright. So, sorry, Stone. I don't know where the whole Adam thing came from. You go ahead and give me another investigation to counter her deception.
And so it begins.
Well, this better be some kind of a deception. Elentia, go ahead and roll me a deception check,
Oh, damn.
please.
I thought you got a 7. I was like, well, ha ha ha.
He did. He got a
No,
7.
you need to roll a deception.
Oh.
Because if you're a really shitty liar, it kind of doesn't matter how bad he is at seeing it.
Damn.
Alright. So, still,
I just look at him and bat my eyelashes. Is there a problem?
so, I'm going to say that while Mr. Stone and River is now convinced that he might have misseen your picking that guy's pocket, I'd say as a bounty hunter, he probably has some kind of like a nose for crime, and I think this whole setup is still giving him some weird vibes. Like this definitely seems like some kind of con job.
So I'm going to take a step back and tell her, all right, I'll be watching. And walk away and lean on a tree. Just observe the crowd and the players.
Obviously, now that I know he's watching me, I'm going to not pick any more pockets. And just chill while my associates play music.
Do we have a collection hat out?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I think you've probably got a collection thing of some kind.
What do you think this lyre case is used for, besides carrying around a lyre?
Oh, hold on.
Good point.
Good old roll 20, doing me a solid. Where's the tavern pack? Damn it! I had this all planned out in my head. It worked so well. Seriously, where the
Everything works better in your head.
Yeah. Seriously, where the fuck is that? Oh, yes. Great Tail Tavern pack, saving me. Luckily, you found something somewhere, and boom! Collection.
Oh my gosh. It's a gift from the
Nice.
gods.
Just pretend I did that, like, instantly, and I didn't fumble with anything. So,
It's amazing how quickly they popped
oh,
up.
holy cow. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume now that you've wrapped up your first duet, which was just straight fire, by the way, straight cash, as the kids say.
Mhm.
And some of the people go to, like, donate some money. There's like the big finale, and everyone around just erupts into applause and cheers. And you both, I imagine, would take a very polite bow, as
Well, a bow and a wink.
a bow and a wink, and a sexy wink, perhaps, to some
To
of
any
the more
comely sort of people, you know.
choice males. I mean, yeah, keeping it classy.
Of course.
And some of the people come up to drop some money in the bowl, like plink, plink, plink. There's some silver, a bunch of coppers, and Mr. Barrelman comes over here and goes to throw you some money. And when he reaches into his pocket, you see him. All of you hear him go, "What? Huh? What? What?" And he turns to his friend over here. "Jefferson, what? Didn't you just give me 5 gold last week? It's gone now. What's happened? Jefferson, did you take my gold?" And then you hear a small scuffle breaking out about this man whose gold may or may not have just been pilfered.
Meanwhile, I'm walking slowly away.
I'm going to cross around behind the crowd and approach Elentia again and say, I thought I was right the first time. I'm going to go ahead and catch her upper arm, try to stop her from getting away.
Excuse you?
Turns to Menhir. "Take the basket."
I turn back to the crowd and I'm going to shout over to the guy with the barrel. I think I found who took your gold.
What? Nani? What? This lady over... What? I knew... You? I never would have suspected. You looked so innocent and carefree. Little half-elf girl. Lady. Woman.
I didn't take his gold. This is mine. He obviously lost his gold. You can see he doesn't even remember where it went.
Go ahead and make me another deception check with disadvantage. And, Mr. Stone and River, go ahead and make me another investigation.
You're a bitch. I just want you to know that.
I love you too.
So, safe to say Mr. Stone and River is now... it's certain in his mind that Miss Elentia has, in fact, stolen this man's gold as part of some elaborate lyre flute duet scheme. So, do with that what you will.
All right, how about this? You give him the gold back, and then I turn to him. And I'll take care of her. I'll take her over to the guards.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely idea. Thank you, sir, for having my best interests in heart. By the way, fucking sweet 19, but dual 19s, by the way. I appreciate it.
What?
What?
My roll.
Oh.
I look expectantly at Elentia.
This guy can break the fourth wall.
Well, you said 19s, and I went to guns, and I was like, what? Huh?
Alright, that's a good point.
Sorry, you look at Elentia and what?
I had told Elentia, you give this guy his gold back, and I told the guy, I'll take care of her.
I'm not giving his gold back.
So you admit that it's his gold.
It's not his gold.
You just said it was his gold.
It's not his gold. It's mine. Damn it.
Is money like commonly minted here, or is like a kind of like any kind of coin comes into this land?
I imagine there's probably some kind of measuring system for gold. So coins from all across the land are generally made with gold. So it's not really the mint that matters. Just as long as it's pure gold, you can weigh it and determine how much it's worth. I hadn't really thought that far
I was
ahead.
just trying to. Yeah, I was just trying to think if they'd have like a denomination that'd be special towards the trader that he could recognize in her pocket.
Right. Can you describe your gold to me, sir?
Well, let's see. I had 4 GP worth of gold. Does that clear things up? It's about 1/50th of a pound of gold 4 different times.
Give me just a second here, and
Right.
I'm gonna pull her back away from him, just a step to have a quick talk with her. Back. Pulling you along.
My character sheet was in the way. Chill.
I thought you were resisting. I was getting ready to tase you. I'm
Don't tase me, bro.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper in her ear. Look, I saw you do it. Give him the 4 gold. I'm not gonna take you to the guard. Trying not to make a scene.
I hand him 4 gold out of my purse. This is highway robbery. I want you to know.
Yes, your objection has been duly noted. I make sure that the barrel trader dude gets his gold back.
He seems very appreciative to have his money back, and he just like leaves. Like, fuck this. I'm out.
This is bullshit. How am
Thanks,
I
sir.
going to eat dinner tonight now?
Are you here alone, or are you working with these other two? Kind of
I am
the
by
musicians.
myself.
Hmm.
I live on the streets, and that was my dinner for the next week. So thank you.
Yeah, while this is going on, we've been taking up the money and leaving.
Yeah, we're just
Peace.
out. We got the money.
This party's never gonna form.
Hey, we'll meet up for later.
Yeah, we have a regroup area, probably.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you speed run D&D.
And it's done.
Split the
And
party
scene.
from day one.
I'll continuing to speak to her quietly, like, all right, look. I don't want to take you to the guards. I hear they're not too friendly around here, but you can't keep doing that. Let's walk out of here, so at least we're in an area where no one saw what just happened, and we can discuss this further.
If you didn't want to take me to the guards, you kept your big fat mouth shut instead of talking me to that guy.
Well, you shouldn't have been picking people's pockets.
I didn't do anything. He was gonna give money. You just saw it. I just took it before he gave it.
You have a tabaxi's interpretation of property law.
I just shrug.
Come on, let's get out of this square. People are staring, and I need to look like I'm taking you to the guard. Just walk in front of me here.
Fuck you.
Oh, got him.
And I'll do like a quick message towards her, and I'll just say, bring him to the bar, or whatever place we're meeting at.
How does the message thing work again?
You got a couple.
I can just point my finger at her, and she'll hear a whisper that only she can hear.
Telepathic.
Actually, here, I can just cast it.
Let me take the cobweb off your nose. There I got. Go on. No, you don't need to be in this chair with me.
Yeah, message spell.
All right, did you get that message, Elentia?
Yep.
Okay.
I need a drink.
Yeah, I'm a little thirsty too. Let's get something to drink, and we can discuss this more there. Any place you know around here that's good?
Yes, there's one place I like. Don't got any money to spend there though.
First round's on me. Let's go.
I lead him to the bar.
So you go back to the rendezvous place that the 3 of y'all conspiratorial motherfuckers agreed to meet up at previously. Just a pretty nondescript, well, just a kind of a nondescript inn in middle of town. Not too dingy, not too upscale. Just, it's got good ale, it's got okay food, it's got tables. It's about as much as you expect a small bar to have.
It has tables but doesn't have chairs.
It does have chairs, even better.
Excellent.
So I guess it's a pretty upscale joint.
So, when we walk in, do I recognize the 2 musicians from earlier on the other side of the room?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Don't know if that's. Their playing was so good that you do kind of recognize them. Like,
Okay.
not like you don't know their names, but oh, that one was on the flute, that one was on the lyre.
Got it. So I'm going to go ahead and let Elentia lead on to a table or something and not say anything about the fact that I've recognized the musicians. Since she's in front anyway. Go ahead and grab a table. I'll get 2 drinks.
While they're getting drinks, I'm laying tarot cards out on the table.
Can't wait to see where this goes.
So that was fun.
So I noticed that she goes over to that table, so I'm gonna go ahead over to the bartender and grab 4 drinks. Just let me know whatever that's gonna cost.
Alright. Led with 4 silver.
Alright, I drop 5 silver on the bar and slide it across to him.
Sweet. Yeah, in short order, goes to a keg and pours you a couple drinks. There you go.
Is it 10 silver per gold or 100? I think it's 10.
It's 10. That would
Thanks, I'm not
it's
from
10.
here.
Yeah, you're yeah. He just goes back to cleaning one of the mugs.
He's trying not to be racist.
And I assume that would take a minute, so if you guys were having a conversation, I'll pause for a minute here. No?
I think we're thinking about doing the tarot card reading and possibly turning it into con somehow. So I'm probably trying to play up like how well it's going, how much I like my future.
The stars know all, stranger.
So I'll grab the 4 drinks and walk over to the table and set all 4 of them down and push the mugs out towards everyone and look around at them all. I thought you were all working together.
Fuck off.
I just want you to drink. Come on.
Stone and
Wouldn't have
River,
had it,
I'm gonna have you take 1 point of burn damage.
We'll go ahead and annotate that accordingly.
Take off 1 from your temporary hit points.
I need... does my soul have hit points? Can I deduct there?
Sure. Take a permanent -1 to self-esteem.
So I'm gonna look around the table. It's like, so, is this your normal gig? How long have you guys been doing this?
Awkward silence.
Yeah, there's like we
I'm
haven't
just
decided
staring.
how long we've been with each other.
I'm just staring angrily at him. Like a pouty child.
This game is so realistic.
I would have brushed it in the back of your head.
It's getting even more realistic.
I'm gonna speak up. The past is in the past, but the future, that's what lies ahead. Draw a card.
Sure. I'd like to reach over and draw a card.
And I legit have tarot cards from a deck of many things gig I did once.
Oh, sweet.
What do you want me to do? Like a 1... How many cards you got?
I got the full set, so let's see, how many cards is that?
Yeah, I don't know how many cards that is.
52.
Not if they're tarot cards,
No,
I assume.
and the 2 jesters. 54.
I don't know, just do from the major arcana, so just do like a d20.
So I draw the 4th card out of the stack.
Excellent. Ooh, that would be the reverse magician.
And what does that mean?
Oh my gosh, so
It
it's
sounds
actually
like,
kind of hilarious.
sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I summoned the reverse magician.
Look at him!
It kind of does.
In defense mode.
In defense mode, yes, you've activated my trap card.
That's what she said.
Well,
Wah, wah.
in bed.
So what is the reverse magician? I'm really curious now.
The reverse magician warns about strangers who speak in honey words.
It's true, they do work.
Well, I will be sure to pay careful attention to any strangers I speak with today, and I'm going to pointedly look everyone in the eyes in turn over my mug as I take a long sip.
An awkwardly long sip. Just like, how long is he gonna keep sipping?
Maybe he'll drown.
Ooh.
It's like the best thing you can hope for right now.
That was pretty perfect.
That was. Maybe there's something to these tarot card readings after all.
They do work.
Oh. So, have you been in the city long? I'd have to guess you haven't been working the crowd like this too long, because you're still on the street.
That's some harsh judgment.
Hey,
It's also a big city. We can play a lot of places.
you don't know, man. Maybe we're better thieves than you think we are.
Exactly. Who is this guy?
Like, fuck you. I'll have you know I'm the best ne'er-do-well in the city.
Exactly.
Well, just wanted to make sure that the guards didn't catch you. They've got a pretty dim view of thieves around, and don't look like you do very well in I don't know, whatever the name of this place is. Prison here, in this place whose name I totally know.
Nah, we're performers. Nothing else.
All right, out of character. I'm having trouble coming up with a way to really
So am
bring
I.
this party together.
I don't know how, but I didn't. I
I'm
didn't.
struggling. I'm the odd man out.
I didn't account for this. Descent.
We could always
among
use protection.
4 thieves.
That's true. Well, and you guys can always use protection, and so I'm trying to kind of bend around to that, but not make like an abrupt shift in my. I was a bounty hunter. I'm an enforcer now. It's cool.
All right. How about this? Because I had a little bit of something planned for this. Could I say that you, Mr. Stone and River, were on your way to go do something and were passing by the city? There was a score that you've been made aware of.
Like a contract or something in another city, and I was just passing through.
Yes, something very similar to that.
I mean, yeah, that fits in with my narrative so far.
All right. Then could I pull you into a different group chat to tell you about it, and then you could relate to everyone else in character?
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. I'll be back. Let's head over to room number 2 and tell secrets and juicy gossip.
No, you're the DM. We can go to the DM's office.
Oh, shit! Let's go to the DM's office.
Just to hear you.
Remember, I can hear everything you say at all times. I am omnipotent. What a try. Alright. So, I had this idea where, before I realized that I fucked up, humongously. You've heard that in some, pretty close village, maybe 3 or 4 days walk from here, a gold mine that supplies a lot of the city's gold has been overrun by bandits. So, you've been made aware of this, and you've decided that the logical, very polite thing to do is go where the gold mine is, remove the bandits, either from this plane of existence, or just from the mine, you know? Like, chase them off or do whatever. Just to get the gold mine back in control of the village that the gold mine is in, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I can make that work.
Alright.
And I think I can use that to bring everything together.
Alright. And the village name is Stony Hollow.
All right. Makes me feel right at home.
Alright. What? Because, oh, I gotcha. I planned that totally,
You got
by
it.
the way.
You
Yeah.
got it.
My
know
random
you
name
did.
generator planned it. Alright, so
The DM always plans everything.
Ex-
Sometimes he just doesn't plan it until after it happens.
exactly. I plan for the past sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm jumping back down.
yeah, Stony Hollow, gold mine, bandits overtaking the place. Get the gold mine back.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to retcon like 6 seconds there and get rid of the last line about trying to keep you from going to prison. Everybody good with that?
Already forgotten.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Reverse, reverse.
All right. So I'd like to kind of lean forward on the table after your last insult, and and look across at the three of you and say, the real reason that I intervened today is. Hush, Magnus, you're fine.
Oh, I don't like intervening.
He wants to be a part of the party, don't you? The real reason that I intervened today is I think I have a job for you, and well, I think people of your particular talents are exactly the kind of people that I need. And as I was walking through town, I saw what was happening, what I thought was happening, and I watched and observed and confirmed what I thought was happening. And I think I've got a way we can all make some money together. If you are the kind of people I think you are. Yeah, that's right, Magnus. I said it.
Money is good. What kind of job do you have in mind?
Well, there's a town just up the road here. Stony Hollow. Apparently they've got a small mine up there, and from what I heard, it's been taken overrun by bandits. And they're offering a pretty sizable sum to get them out of there, but I think we're going to have to infiltrate the bandits in order to get in deep enough to get them out. And being people of a persuasion such as your own, looking pointedly at the rest of them, or at the three of you, I think you may be particularly well suited to join their ranks as saboteurs and help me root them out for a sizable cash prize.
How sizable?
I was just about to send a message to my magical friend, the Lord of this world, and ask him what the amount I read on that damn bounty sign was.
Well, luckily for you, he'd just gotten back from the magical telegraph machine, and he'd buzzed into you that it's about, hold on. How do you whisper on Roll20 again?
It's hard to do in Roll20. I usually just do it in
okay.
Discord, because you can right-click and message. But I think it's...
I found it, don't worry.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we planned this out in our chat, because obviously it came up.
Precisely.
Yeah. Smoking.
So I lean back across the table and I look around to make sure there's no one else within earshot. And I look at Elentia. So if 4 gold was going to feed you for a week, how long will 75 gold feed you for?
2 weeks, because I'm going to need a dress.
With what they're offering, we can each get 75 gold. Split it 4 ways.
Wait, so it's not 75 apiece?
It is 75 apiece. They're offering. Sorry, let me do the math in front of you. They're offering 300. If we split it 4 ways, we each get 75. Did I say 3 ways or 4 ways? I don't remember.
Yes.
I'm not good at math. I'm a cat. But it's 75 gold apiece. I know that part. For emphasis, I'm just going to go ahead and knock my empty mug off the table for no reason.
I see it and my tail starts swishing.
So, how does that sound? I'm going to look at Menhir. Come on. You know you want some shiny gold.
Gold is good. Do you know if they have any extra items that might be interesting as well?
Well,
I like objects.
if we're going to be running a bunch of thieves out of this cavern, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities for you to pick up stray items that possibly no longer have an owner or whose owner you've already run off.
Yeah, I'm good with this deal.
I look over to Chantal. Are you in?
So what you're saying is you're not good enough to do this on your own, and you need the help of these honey-worded strangers.
The cards don't lie, ma'am.
That they don't. Chantal, I'm in.
All right. And I look across the table at Elentia.
I don't trust you, but if Chantal's going, I'm going to.
Excellent.
I will warn you, anytime you try anything fishy, I will not hesitate to stab you in the back.
What
Wait,
if...
there's fish?
Damn it. I was gonna say that.
It does sound good.
And by stab you in the back, she means I'll stab you in the back.
Yep.
In my back, I mean penis.
I can just see Chantal distracting me, yelling at me, while Elentia sneaks around behind me to stab me. I can see it happening already.
Oh. Trust me. That will never happen. Alright, deception. That's acceptable.
Damn. Okay. I feel safe.
All of your
As I
motivations are perfect.
Pick my fingernails with my dagger.
Alright, and you guys were pulling your operation closer to the night so that any money that the people didn't spend on the shops, they would instead pass over to you. So after this discussion about plots and mines and all manner of good stuff, assume I said a better word than stuff right there. It's now getting on in the night. The sun set maybe half an hour ago. The city's gotten dark, and the inn's gotten slightly more crowded. The night wears on.
So, would I, out of game, would I know the way to this town, or is it just the next town up the road?
It's pretty much the next one up the road. Just head north, out of the gate, follow the road. Pretty much can't miss it.
All right. Well, I'd say after we've had our discussion and a couple of drinks and whatnot, we should probably head on up the road to Stony Hollow. If we're gonna do this, we might as well start soon. I'll even walk in front if it makes you feel any better.
Should we travel in the morning?
You can travel whenever you like.
Probably best to get a night's sleep then go out.
I suppose you're...
Alright, and
All right.
we'll go ahead and assume that you guys have already booked rooms, since this is the three nefarious thieves. Like, since you plan to meet back up here, you've probably got a place to sleep. Now that you're...
Yeah, flop house or something.
Did I give you guys gold? That the people
Yes.
gave you in the dish?
Yeah.
Oh, not out of the dish.
No, not out of the dish.
Oh, awesome. In that case, go ahead and add to your purses a whopping 9 pieces of silver and 2 pieces of gold.
I'm going to assume that I don't get that, but I'm going to go over to the bartender and ask how much to rent a room, because presumably I don't have one.
Room. That's about 5 silver piece for one room for 2 nights.
Well, what if I only need it for one night?
Oh, sorry, that's a special discount rate. 5 gold.
Ah, damn it. Fine, I'll take 2 nights.
Oh, sorry. All right, cool.
I hand him the silver.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. And then he hurries off before you have a chance to yell at him.
Well, I'll go back over to the table. Well, if we're going to start traveling in the morning, I guess it's time to turn in. I assume that you've already got rooms here.
Yeah. Actually, just side note, I have the entertainer background, so I can do some music instead of paying for anything.
Oh, sweet. And I'm just going to let all of you off the hook for paying for tonight. Because, again, I imagine you would have already made arrangements before just right now.
I'm getting poorer and poorer, and you guys are getting richer and richer.
Crime does pay, friend.
I've paid for drinks. I've paid for a room. You guys got free drinks and free rooms. And you got money given to you on the street. Man,
Well,
I picked the wrong career path.
we're two lovely girls traveling alone, and and Menhir just happens to, ride on our coattails. So
Tails.
Like a true cat. And also, I think you
Hyper.
just get conned. Like, you bought our drinks. Got stuck with a room bell.
But that's okay. I'm gonna get you to do dangerous things for me later and like get hit with swords and stuff. So yeah. It's probably.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and retire to my room then, in anticipation of an early morning. Shall we all meet here at this table in the morning?
sure.
That'll work.
Well, again, it was a pleasure meeting you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Alrighty. So with Mr. Stone and River being a stick in the mud, the old, what I call it, Jacob Hornstein, going to sleep at, like, barely after sundown. Now that stick in the mud's gone, have you guys, anything else your characters would like to talk about?
Do you trust him?
Not for a second.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we can keep our eyes on him. Yeah, 3 sets, carried as 1.
If anything, we'll just murder him out in the country and take all his gold and come back.
True. Become bandit leaders ourselves.
Ooh.
Right?
I imagine I'm having very disturbing dreams right now. I keep waking up. Huh? What? The vague sense of unease.
Just like real life, honey.
Yeah, right.
Just like real life, we're talking about burying you in the woods. As we become the head of the local bandit operation.
You don't know our life.
I say Torval knows that's a distinct possibility here, so.
She's a chemist. We could make some good meth. Or, well, she could make some good meth after she buries me in the woods.
Splitting the take one way, baby. Hello?
But yeah, if we're done talking for the night, I'm gonna go outside and cast all of my spell slots. Just see if I get wild effects.
Oh my gosh.
Go for it.
So yeah, I
Probably.
just walk outside and I just like aim straight up in the air and just cast magic missile twice.
Just as an aside, do you only get the magical surge on a 20?
I do.
In that case, if you're okay with it, as a house rule, could we also have it work on a 19?
I'd be happy with that, yes.
Alright, cool. Because I feel like 1 out of 20 just kind of... It's cool, but it's kind of too rare to be as cool as I would like it to be. So I feel like a 1 in 10, that's where it's at.
Yeah, I'm totally happy with that.
Alright,
So we're going for a max cool campaign. Got it.
yes. Just maximum bullshit. All of the bullshit. Well, nothing happened there. Now,
Okay, nothing happens, but
Yeah.
I know it does happen, so I'm happy.
yeah, unfortunately, the otherworldly powers that channel themselves through your body are a bit underactive tonight.
Yeah, they're probably going to sleep.
Everybody on the street's just staring at you.
Like, oh, magic show. Some guy throws 1 copper piece at your feet and like, hey, nice trick, buddy.
Yeah, I pick it up.
Sure.
Same show next time I'm here.
I'm only getting like half of the conversation.
It's probably a bandwidth thing more than anything else. I'm going to check it real quick, make sure nothing's downloading.
I think stuff is downloading in the background. I think that's the issue.
Well, let me see it. See if I can stop it. Hold, please.
Alright.
Alrighty.
So anybody hear any juicy gossip lately?
Not really. Just finally saw that they rescued the kids out of the, what was it, a mine?
Not out of, like, the cave?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Dude, that's... Even me, like, living in the suburbs, that is now on, like, my top 5 fears. Is being stuck in a cave. Like, no light, no way out, no food.
Yeah, that is a really weird situation they got themselves into.
It's almost like it's something straight out of a movie. Like, they won a soccer match, like a youth football match, went spelunking in some caves, and then tsunami, like monsoon floodwaters, stranded them in the cave in the dark. And then somehow, enough people knew that they were missing, and knew that they were in a cave, where they were found, and then over like 2 weeks, they've been slowly rescued. It's crazy.
You're right, bud.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like, I think there have been, like, fictional stories written about it that, like, 3
Sounds like
years
it's going
ago...
right now. I killed a couple of processes in the background. There could have been something downloading updates.
It's restarting the game right now. So as soon as it loads in, we'll just leave all your other tabs closed and stuff. Yep. Oh. Her headphone cord was wrapped around the corner of the foot of the chair, and while she was pulling on it, the dog was like grabbing at it, like, "Hey, what's this? What's going on?"
Tug of war.
All right, I'm gonna go put you outside. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Come on, let's go.
Sorry about that. Our internet's so slow that if like Facebook is thinking about loading something, I can't hear half of Discord.
That's fine. It takes up a lot of bandwidth to steal all your data.
Right? It's awful.
Sorry, to sell your data.
Well, in our blazing fast 1.5 megabits we have here,
Oh, damn. Slow down.
right?
Technically, it's 3 because we have 2 of them. So each of us has 1.5.
So you can, like, see the universal source code at those speeds. It's like, holy shit. I can download everything.
Yeah, pretty much whatever comes in, you can watch it come in, slow enough to read the bits. Oh, there's a 0. I think the next one's gonna be a 1. There it is. All right, sorry, I'm back. Are you ready? I think we're good.
I think we're doing something. Let me see. Our best friend Menhir, god damn it, was fishing around for wild magical surges that unfortunately didn't take place. He came back in. There was some juicy gossip about leaving your body and, like, out in the countryside. Allegedly. If any guard asks, I'm sure that didn't happen.
It's only if you double cross us.
We were talking about goblins. It's okay if it's goblins.
Ugh, goblins.
The worst.
The goblins are just like the douchebags of this world. Like, oh, hey, mate.
Of any
Shoes untied.
world.
Right. Anything else you guys like to do?
Nope.
Shoot the breeze? Alrighty then. Everyone turns in for the night. It's been a very tiring day of working the crowds, working the instruments. You've got to write down what you did at the end of that duet there. It was dynamite. Just had him eating out of the palm of your hands.
Straight fire.
It's straight up to #1 of the Billboard Top 5,000. That's gonna be on, like, Now That's What I Call Music, number 1600. However many they're on right now. And all too soon, you get some shut-eye. Wake up in the bright dawn. You got a room facing east. Bad on you. So, at the crack of dawn, you're all up and at 'em. And, since this here is one of the main trading posts of the kingdom, is there anything you'd like to go out and buy? Anything you'd like to go do? Any scores to settle before you head out?
Can I go find a thieves' toolkit, if I can speak?
You absolutely can. Go ahead, and since I'm going to say you know the city quite well, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage to see if you can find anybody who'll sell a thieves' toolkit at reasonable price and not ask too many questions.
Okay, I'm good at investigation, so here we go.
Right.
Oh, right, it does advantage right away.
Yeah, it does
Forgot
too.
about that.
So I'm just going to use the top one, and since it displays the 2, I'll use the advantage based on that. Just for any future reference.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just forgot about the skills working that way.
Right. So, since you're not exactly new to the seedy underbelly of any big city such as this one. Come on. There we go. Since you have quite a keen eye for which sellers will kind of keep their mouths shut or which ones will blab to the police, you find a nice shop with a guy willing to hook you up with a full set of thieves' tools, like the whole lockpick, the whole little tweezers, and all that good stuff. And he's willing to sell it for you on the down low for a sweet 5 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it.
Alright.
Yeah, shit, that's a deal.
Pleasure doing business with you. And he gives you a slight wink, and like puts his finger up to his mouth, and like the keep your mouth shut gesture.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just if you got
I'll give him a slight nod, and I'll just kind of pocket it
Yeah.
and walk away.
But if you got any friends, and he just taps the counter, you know where to send them.
I certainly will at this price.
Anybody else need any material goods?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I pretty much covered my shopping during character creation.
Lovely. Then in that case, Mr. Stone and River, I think you've got a contract to uphold.
I guess so. So has everybody made it back down to the table at this point?
Yes.
I'd say yeah.
We're having breakfast.
Let's see.
Breakfast.
You know, I hear it's the most important meal of the day.
It's the most delicious meal of the day. I don't know why anybody eats anything but breakfast foods.
Sorry, I'm trying to... Oh, there it is. There's the button up. Knew I had it around here. So, how much did breakfast cost? This is getting to be a more and more expensive trip.
Well, luckily, or maybe luckily, maybe not.
It's continental breakfast.
Yeah. Price of the room pays for 1 meal a day.
Ah, perfect. Thanks.
You're welcome. Convenient.
Can eat my rubbery eggs and instant omelet.
Untoasted bagel.
So, everybody got everything they need?
They stay silent just to spite
Yeah,
you.
should be good.
Right, probably a couple eyebrow raises.
I expect as much. Look, it'll be worth it. You can all get paid and then go on your way. But if we're ready for now, I'd say we should head out.
After you.
I'll get up and start walking towards the door.
Oh. Oh.
I pick up my shit and walk after him.
Right, so, luckily for all of y'all, Stone and River has... he's walked these lands before, so he's no slouch of... He knows his way to the village with the mine. They know the one he's talking about. And just about half a day's walk there at a nice leisurely pace, y'all find yourselves in the village of Stony Hollow. Which I should also put myself on, bam. You left the big town from the north, so you enter the south of the village. Just walking up the main road here. It's not really much to look at. You've got a few homes, nothing too big. They have their own blacksmith, just down there on the southwest of the town. They've got 2 inns, which, you know, in case the food's not very good at one, you can go to the one right across from it. It's got a small, like, government building up there on the northeast, and it's got a road leading north, presumably to the much forsaken gold mine.
So there's 2 inns, so we can always say, let's go to the good inn.
Or you could, like, demand better service. Like, "Alright, if you don't give me that ale for 2 silver pieces, I'll go to the other inn."
True. Broken the monopoly. Place truly is a paradise.
It's actually...
So, out of game, when I was made aware of this contract, did it have, like, the name of a person or someone I should look to speak to regarding?
It's said to go to the big stone government building there. You'll know it because it looks like a rook on a chessboard. And go ahead and talk to Arnleaf.
All right.
You'll know him when you see him. Trust me.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell my 3 unwilling companions, I've got to go over to the government building here and talk to him about the contract. You can stay, or you can stay here and wait for me, or you can come with me. I don't care. It's up to you.
Oh no, we're coming with you.
All right, that's the spirit. Jump ahead and go up to the building.
Alrighty. In that case... Boop. So, this appears to be very little more than just a guard kind of barracks room. There's a bunch of cots lined up along the wall. A couple soldiers asleep in them, like even in their guard paraphernalia. A few of them appear to be harboring some kind of wound or injury. And there's a lady just at a desk, filling out some kind of paperwork.
I'm going to walk up to the lady at the desk and, excuse me, is Arnleaf available?
What do you want?
Hear about the contract.
Yeah. Contract with the gold mine, I imagine, up to the north.
Yep, that's the one.
Well, yeah, there's been a slight development with the gold mine.
Oh?
Yeah. It's still infested with bandits. We didn't clear it out. Are they gone? Have you dealt with that?
Not yet. That's what we're here for. We're just here to gather information. Is the contract still open?
Oh, as far as I know. Unless they've been just decided to run off earlier today. We sent our best guy, Bornjolf, this guy up here on that cot over there, the one with half an arm missing. Pretty sure, from what he tells me, there's still bandits in there.
Well, all right. Do you mind if we go talk to him? Maybe get some more information?
Go for it.
I assume he's the one in the top right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and. So is he missing half an arm?
He's missing half of his left arm. Like from the elbow down, it's just a bleeding stump. Actually, there is no elbow down; it's just at the elbow.
Got it. But Bornjolf, I'm Stone and River, and these are my companions. We're here to take a look at the bandits in that mine. Is there any information you can give us?
Oh God, let me see. If you see one of this motherfucker with an enormous greatsword, I'd very much appreciate it if you really killed the fuck out of him.
All right, I'll make a note of that. I'm gonna look back around at my companions. Does someone have paper?
Sweet, thanks.
I laugh quietly. I like him.
Do you know how many of them there are?
At least, well, let's see. There were enough to take out Jix, Mark Theratrix, and John. So those were all some good bastards they were. If I had to guess, they probably got some reinforcements. I mean, seeing as we got like 6 of them. But they ultimately ran us off, especially this, part of my language. This son of a bitch's withered, dried up cunt that took my left arm. They had to sedate me. The sedation wore off. Fucking ran out of medication. Still pissed off about it. The infrastructure around here is fucking terrible. What's the question?
I think you've covered it quite adequately.
I chuckle in the corner. Well, this will be fun.
I think you've answered our questions quite well. Anything else you think we should be aware of before we head out?
Yeah. If you mine up any of the gold, I don't give a fuck what you've been contracted to do. I'm going to make sure you get put in jail. If there's one fucking speck of ore that's gone from that mine when I get back there with my one fucking hand, I'm going to use my disembodied one to strangle whoever it is takes anything from there.
You are very dedicated to your job, and I admire that.
It's got pretty fucking good health benefits. So now let me tell you, I'm really dedicated to reaping those health benefits, if you know what I mean. And he just waves the stump of his left arm around.
Noted. Does anybody else have any questions for our friend here?
No, I'm not at all stumped.
Well, it seems like we have this situation well in hand, so let's get out of here.
Hey, thanks. Hey, wait a minute.
I'm gonna go ahead and head for the door.
You've made several good points.
And so after a hasty retreat, you once again find yourselves in the village.
I turn to my friends. So, see? Just what I said. In and out, quick and easy. 75 gold.
Yeah.
If I lose an arm, you're gonna owe me a lot more than 75 gold.
Like a new arm.
Like a life.
That too.
Well, you can have my share if you lose a limb. How about that?
I'll take your share and a limb of yours.
That hardly seems fair.
Teamwork, all the way. I guess let's head north unless anyone has any other objection. Since we're such a cheery bunch.
Right.
I knew I should have watched out for those honey-lipped strangers.
You were warned.
I was warned. I'm gonna take a shortcut through this backyard.
Fuck your yard, bitch.
Some old man's just going, "Arr!"
Stroll through his backyard, tear up his flower bed,
They have my begonias.
meow at his cat, and carry on.
So do we have a plan?
I guess we should discuss that.
Besides
So,
go in, wreck stuff, and then get our gold.
so see, we do have a plan.
Go in, fuck shit up. Success.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Profit.
I was thinking that you, given your shady background, looking at the three of you, you might be able to talk your way into the place, and I don't know if you could bring me in then, or if you could let me in later, and we could use that to our advantage to scout the situation out and best plan our attack.
Can you fake being a mute?
Good comeback.
Perfect.
I picked up
I
on it, though.
gesticulate vociferously.
That'll work. Why don't we all just go together?
Affirms in mute.
Give you a thumbs up.
Perfect.
So, I guess that's the plan then.
All right.
Maybe they have, like, you know, some sketchy, do you want to do work? Is it shady work? Type hiring posters, like, I don't know, further north.
Would you?
Maybe they're having like a career day.
Yeah. How else do you get bandit recruits?
Would you like to help us mine gold out of this gold mine we don't own? Call.
And occasionally sever limbs.
We could really use a hand.
All right, I like it. The plan's coming together.
So with that rock-solid plan, you make your way north, along the road north of the town. It bends just a little
Everybody has
bit.
backup.
What?
Everybody has backup characters, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You find yourselves on the road leading up to the mine. It's just beyond where the screen cuts off up there. And in the distance, you see two two townsfolk-looking people, just walking their way down the road.
Damn townies. Well, if in case this is any of the bandits from the mine, I'll let one of you smooth-talking hucksters lead on.
Okay, I
Who's
guess
the
this would have
connection
come
to
up before, but hey, Kimber, how's your persuasion/deception skills?
Relatively good.
Okay, mine are as well. Who would like to lead off?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Roll for it. It's D&D.
Obvi.
Ooh, poor show.
Well then. Glad we got that out of the way.
Yep, lead the way.
Just turn this around here. I mean, or we could do like the two-headed monster thing where I say a word, you say a word.
It'll confuse them.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh my God. I'm kind of kidding, but you know.
Well, I could go there and back you up, at least.
Yeah, you'll be like my pip. You know, like the pips. Let's go.
Oh, that clears it up.
Yes, I'm glad. Okay.
The pips.
Old reference.
You know. The pips.
You know, like the pips, those three women who back people up. Let's go.
Alright, so all too soon the villagers, the people walking down the street, they get to you and they just kind of like stop short and eye you, like suspiciously. They flinch back a little bit. Who are you?
Shoot.
Got him.
Wait, did you say these were villagers?
They appear to be just wearing normal kind of clothes.
Myths and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're a bit dirty. They're walking towards the village.
Can we insight check them, make sure they're weathered up
Yeah.
here?
Right.
You absolutely can.
I don't know, they look fine.
That's all right.
Hold on.
Do they appear peasantly?
Let me send a whisper to our Mr. Menhir. Why don't, Grayson, you just meet me in the DM office chat, and I'll tell you what you see.
Alrighty.
So you've noticed that the guy on the left, you can see a sword sticking up from his like hip, which from the few townsfolk you saw just milling around the village, they appeared to be very timid and like shy, whereas this guy is holding himself with a lot of confidence. You get the feeling that he's coming from the mine as one of the bandits who just assaulted it. The guy on the right you're not so sure about, but if he's traveling with someone who you get the feeling is a bandit, you get the feeling you shouldn't trust either of them.
Okay, but we're trying to get a job for them still, so we'll see how it goes.
You can play it however you like, man.
Alrighty.
Right.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, break. Whoops. I accidentally disconnected instead of rejoining the... Pay me no heed.
I got in quick.
What the... Nailed it. Alright, so, Mr. Shit. Mr. Grayson's got the lowdown.
Hello.
That's a little better.
Everyone good?
I'm not just good.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm great. So the villager on the left, with his walking cane, turns to Chantal and Menhir. So, what are what are you guys doing here? Don't you know there's bandits up there in that there mine?
I'll respond. Yeah, we know there's bandits. We're actually kind of doing reconnaissance to see if they need any help.
This appears to catch him off guard. The one on the left seems to be speaking, and the one on your right, the one in the kind of burlap clothes, is just playing along. But the guy on the left goes, what do you mean they're bandits? How could they need any help?
Entertainment or, anything else they might need.
I mean, you've really flabbergasted him. So he's almost doesn't know what to say anymore. Not that I can speak for bandits, the fucking assholes I've heard bandits are, but
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't think they would need much in the way of entertainment. They're here, illegally. I imagine their biggest concern is not being fucking murdered by the guards running around.
Well,
I heard there's not much left of the guards.
Yeah, I've heard they've lost a few hands.
Yeah, well, one of them anyway. Or so I've heard. Poor Greg, man, Greg, what a guy. I was just devastated to hear he'd lost an arm. Don't you agree, Clegg? And his friend just, nods at him.
Just as a side note, I had to laugh there because every NPC I come up with on the spot is named Greg. Okay, but yeah. Well, maybe you could show us the way there. Might do well to have some introductions.
I wouldn't recommend that. You see, there's bandits up there, and they might not be too keen on anyone disturbing their, rightfully claimed. Invading their mine that they are in illegally. It doesn't seem to be a good idea to rush up there towards them. If I were you, I would just forget the whole thing and just turn back. What? What's over there? Flash caught my eye.
Like a flashing game, or sorry, something else.
That was...
I'm still playing mute.
You're just wildly gesturing.
I was thinking I'd go for more of a distinguished and solemn mute with...
Oh, of course.
Okay. If you would mind just a few moments with my companions.
You wouldn't mind what?
If we take just a few moments to talk to each other real quick.
Sure. But me and my buddy, we're getting out of here. And they just, they attempt to walk past you and keep on heading to the village.
Okay.
So I missed
And-
it. Are these two guys bandits, or are they just people from the village?
Not sure about one of them, but the other has a sword, and he looks like he can probably use it.
And it sounded an awful lot like he was slipping up and using pronouns as if he was one of the bandits. And he called the guard with one arm Greg, and I'm pretty sure his name was not Greg, but I don't remember what it was. It was something longer than Greg.
Angry McAngry face.
Yeah, that was probably it. I think
Yes.
I think they're bandits in disguise.
Does the contract say we have to kill all the bandits?
For the record, the contract just says bring the mine back under the control of the village. And
Oh, okay.
you would probably infer they really couldn't care less if the bandits are dead or just gone. They want the bandits out of... They want all of the living bandits out of the mine.
So dance off.
Hell yeah.
If you think they'll agree to that and uphold the terms, you can absolutely try it.
I think we just got permission to do a dance-off.
Hell yeah.
That's why we have a bard and a minstrel, I guess.
It does make sense.
It's all coming together.
Had
I guess I'm just gonna be a roadie.
my life.
It's gonna be like
You're here to carry the really heavy equipment.
Actually, the joke's on you guys. We're just, this was on an elaborate ruse to make a D&D out of Pitch Perfect.
Well, if those two are with the bandits, we can let them go back to town, and there'll be two less bandits to deal with up at the mine, but who knows when they'll come back. Or we could take care of them now, and there'll be two less bandits to deal with, period.
And just for the record, the road is just like one straight line. There's no offshoots or anything. So they're still within earshot if you yelled at them.
Okay. So, quick huddle. What does everybody want?
We know what they look like, so we can find them again if they're in town.
My one fear is that they'll ask around, know that we're there. We did talk openly about a contract.
Oh, just get them and slit their throats.
Yeah, but like after you do that to Stone and River, what are you gonna do to the bandits?
I was about to say, I mean, isn't that your job?
Oi, you two.
They, upon hearing their names, quickly make an about face. What? Yes, little lady, have you, come to your senses? And not tried to tangle with them bandits up there?
Oh. I was.
You're not. Your mic wasn't picking up.
It's on, so I don't understand what the issue is.
It's working now.
Okay. You
Well,
come here for one quick sec.
I
go.
think I got part of that. I don't know what was going on with the microphone.
From what I understand, you look at them and say, "Hey, like big boys, come back here for a sec." That's what I heard. All right. Go ahead and make a performance check to convince them to walk up over to you. Ooh. Let me see.
Tries to wink, but does it with both eyes accidentally.
Well, the guy on the right
Stop
seems to be a
fluttering
bit.
your eyelashes, man. It's a legitimate female thing.
Well, the guy in the sweet blue shirt, he's a bit skeptical of you, and he like narrows his eyes a bit and stays where he is. The other guy, he's like more than happy to come up to you, like, "Oh, yes, would need something?"
I grab his neck and slit his throat.
Ooh, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
And the murder hoboing begins.
Yeah. And
Seeing her, so like having an idea of her plan, obviously at this point, and seeing him approach, as she grabs the first one, I want to take that opportunity to lunge forward to the second one, but I assume that I wouldn't get an attack in as a bonus here.
Let's see. The slitting the guy's throat, that's definitely a surprise thing. I'll go ahead and give you that one for free. I will also give you moving up to him. But, not attacking him, I don't think. I think he would see you and prepare for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright. So, everyone, go ahead and roll an initiative. This guy's got a pop, and this guy's got a top. Okay, that was rude. There we go. There we go. Right, and perfect. Let's descending order. Alright, and let's start at the top. So, before we get to the initiative, I'll have Miss Elentia go ahead and make an attack roll to open this guy's throat. Goodness me.
Whoa.
Since it's a surprise, I'll say you did have advantage, because if he's dumb enough to walk up to you, I'll imagine he would not expect anything quite so just obliterative. So, I'll take a page out of Stone and River's book, and when you guys make an attack that kills an enemy, if you want to describe how you do it, I'm all for it.
I put my arm around him like I'm getting ready to hug him. I grab his chin, whip his neck around, and slice his throat.
Excellent. So he's just collapsed in a bloody heap. And his friend really did not expect that to go down. B. So he's just kind of standing there gormless, as Mr. Stone and River gets the first initiative.
So I lunged at him as I saw Elentia starting to move. And so as I close on him, I'm going to go ahead and draw my weapons and use, for my attack action, stick him with the rapier.
Right.
And then as a bonus action at this point, I can use the short sword I have in my offhand to make another attack. Cool.
Yep. Except I'll say on the second one. Oh, no, because you got the dual wielder feat, don't you?
Yeah, so
Right.
I have dual wielder, which lets me use
The attack.
weapons that don't have the light property two-handed, but I do not yet have the fighting style dual wield, so my offhand attacks do not include my proficiency bonus, and I've accounted for that.
Alright, you've accounted for it.
Yep.
Alright, sweet. Then go ahead and make the second one as Vil.
No.
Ooh. Well, unfortunately, you also don't have the feat that makes it hit. So after you get him with the surprise gut shot for the first one, he's able to draw his own sword and deflect your clumsy swipe as you round about him for the second attack.
Not good with my left yet. Got to work on that.
Yeah, gotta work on that left hook. And now it's to Chantal.
All right. That fool's close enough. I'm just going to kind of sprint there. Will you allow me to go through the space that Liz is in? Or do I have to go around?
I'll say that since you're working together, you can pass through the same space, but not end your turn in the same space.
Okay.
Unless she wants to stop you, in which case you cannot go through.
Come on.
Nope. I'm not stopping you.
Okay. We're going to have to get you a new shirt. And I'm just going to run up, and I'm also going to pull out my rapier and attempt to stab him.
It's cash. Ooh, that's a myriad of tens.
That is a lot of tens.
Unfortunately,
10 out of 10.
I rate that attack a 10.
10 times. So, this guy apparently has some kind of experience warding off blows from close range. So once he sees you sprinting up to him, he gets in a defensive stance and is able to parry your thrust as well.
I will use my free action to insult him.
Excellent choice.
You fight like a pregnant cow.
Oh, snap.
Need some aloe for that burn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I like that we demoralize while we kill. It's a nice touch.
Obviously, wait till I get vicious mockery out.
It's almost like we're cats or something, playing with our food.
Cats, the D&D group.
Coming soon.
Two of us are cats, two of us are catty.
You know.
Well, this guy's really none too pleased about both of you trying to slice him up. So he's going to make an attack at Chantal for joining the fight when he had the fight against Stolen River well in hand. And he's going to roll a 19 to hit. So I'm going to guess that gets through. Right, he's going to take his own short sword. And he's going to deal you a blistering, just like truly devastating, 2 damage. I think you hurt him harder when you insulted him.
Yeah, I got that self-esteem damage.
Vicious.
A takes 3 points of psychic damage. Now it's Miss Elentia.
I walk over. Actually, how fast? Oh, yeah. I walk over. I don't take kindly to him taking a swipe at Chantal. So I put my dagger away and bring out the short sword. Ooh. Totally missed it.
And just sticking with the theme, we got 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
And let me tell you, it's just a flurry of inadequacy.
Right.
As
Damn it.
you've just
Welcome back to level 1, everyone.
Oh man.
you've just like
I do not miss it.
formed up in a nice single file. So it's like, oh, and one more on the left, and she's gonna take a stab at me, so he just sidesteps that one. He's getting really good at this. He's elusive.
Oh my gosh, it is a dance off.
Well, now let's see if Menhir can perhaps put an end to this namby-pamby nonsense.
The way it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do firebolt from where I'm standing.
I swear if you hit
I will
me.
warn you, if you get a natural 1, someone is definitely taking some damage. Since they're
I accept this
since
risk.
they're all lined up right in front of the guy. Alright, go for it.
Ugh.
It wasn't a nat 1, so we're okay.
It was a bit close. But perhaps this guy also has experience because he had to he was already hurt by Chantal's hot fire that she just spit at him. So this one wouldn't have hurt nearly so much. So he was able to just step out of the way as the fireball blasts harmlessly into the road.
Yeah, then I'm gonna use my move action to get a bit close in case he tries running.
Right, go for it. And while you're doing that, we got Stone and River back up to bat.
So, not entirely impressed with our performance so far, but you know what? Everybody starts somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and circle around behind him to hopefully cut him off from running and also take advantage of advantage
Nice. I like it.
and make an attack.
Ooh, wonderful. That one appears to get to him. And you manage to, like, clip his elbow, so his arm's dripping blood a bit as he looks at you with just malice in his eyes.
And I will follow up with the left hand.
How would you like to do it?
I guess since he's turned to look at me, I'd like to stab him with the rapier, because it's really more of a pokey weapon, not a slashy weapon. And as I pull that out, just whip the short sword over from the left, slash it across his chest.
So now his guts are spilling out onto the ground. And you have reigned victorious against the wimp bandits. Yay.
I would like to look north and south and make sure there's no one coming down the road.
Go ahead and make a perception check. With your very sharp cat eyes, your cat-like instincts, you can look a fair direction up and down the road, and there appears to be nobody else coming, either from the village or from the mine up north.
All right. I think we should get these bodies off the road in case more of them come through.
I agree.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
I'd like to drag the one closer to me. However far I have to get it off the road to get it behind some shrubbery or something.
Alright.
Shrubbery.
Well, luckily it's a pretty...
Yep, and I'll do the same with this one.
Alright. Luckily it's a pretty heavily forested area, so just maybe 30, 40 feet off the road. There's plenty of bushes and plenty of trees to hide two unsuspecting bodies under. Yeah,
Now there's just large puddles of blood and trail.
I mean, it might just be red rain.
Yeah.
It happens.
I kick some dirt on it, no one will tell. Also, gonna make sure to pat down the body and make sure there's nothing interesting.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Oh my gosh.
Bunch of thieves never even thought of that.
This shows that I've been a DM for too long and not a player.
Unfortunately, these guys appear to have either been very shitty bandits or very shitty townsfolk. They were bandits, by the way.
God, I would hope so.
Their weapons were their weapons were kind of subpar. Like, you see the guy's sword is kind of spotted with rust. Nothing that can't be fixed by melting it down and forging an entirely new sword, but probably not very great. Neither of them were wearing armor. It was just tattered clothes. In fact, the guy in the burlap sack literally just got a burlap sack and cut some arm and leg holes. So, the only thing you find is on the one with the swanky clothing on him. His clothes are in okay condition. Just like normal human height. You know, standard. It's size medium if you went to a medieval, I don't know, marshals. He's got a walking cane. And he's got 5 copper pieces on him. And a heart full of dreams.
Not anymore.
We'll take those 2.
I tossed the coppers over to Elentia. This will go towards a new shirt for you.
Thanks.
Dress?
Or dress, yes. Whatever you like. It was nice work. You do get style points for the best first kill of the campaign.
You're welcome.
Living up to the character.
We do need to work on the flirting skills, though.
Yeah.
It worked on one of them.
I'm having an off day, okay?
Matt's eyelashes looks more like a seizure.
Maybe that's part of the plan. Oh, here, let me
Have you
help you.
seen the new Jumanji?
Oh, you know it.
My other character flirted her way out of problems. This one could do it too, I promise.
I believe.
Then it also ended with just killing the 2 guys.
At least
Wait,
you didn't
that's
have to
not how your dates normally end?
I wouldn't know. I don't go on dates.
At least you didn't have to do laundry to get out of your problems this time. So, onward, I guess?
Onward.
Hey, at least we'll know they'll be hurting for help now.
Heard you guys have got a couple openings.
Right. So, it turns out the mine was just around the next bend up in the road. So, all too soon, you come to the entrance of the gold mine. No. Did I say you could go over there? No. Thank you. So it's very dark in here right now, but we can fix that. Oh, we lost someone.
You guys have dark vision, right?
There we go. Boop.
Well, and I think I have partial dark vision too.
Or are you using the dynamic lighting?
I'm attempting to use the dynamic lighting. You guys are in the bottom left.
Okay. First guess, since I can't see
we have to
anything.
give you sight. I forgot about that. I forgot to give your token sight.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, my eyes!
I do have dark vision.
Nice.
Yep, that was going to be my first guess, was the tokens not having sight. I forget that all the time.
I don't know. Alright. Mr. Stone and River, can you see?
I cannot, but I should have 60-foot dark vision.
Sure. Okay.
So I think if you do has
hello.
sight,
I was
60.
I gave you the option to emit light instead. Hold on. Have sight, 360 degrees.
Radiant.
Wait, what the fuck?
So it should be 60, and then it starts getting dim at 0.
I can,
Trying to remember.
for some reason, I can only see you emit light. I have an angle and I have a multiplier. Oh, hello, view distance, 60 feet. There we go.
There you go.
Alright, so you're good.
Yep, and it looks like you got the part that it's dim the whole way set up correctly.
Alright. Then,
So I'm the same way as Torval.
wow. Must be nice. I often dream of such times. So unfortunately, I'm bad with names and voices. Does anyone not have dark vision? That might make the
We're good.
Yeah, we all have it.
brag about it.
Yeah.
In the game that I run that he plays in, for the longest time he was the only character without dark vision. So it was a constant parade through tunnels, caves, and dungeons where everyone could see everything except for him. He could just see a little 10-foot circle around himself.
I did spec into light.
So he was routinely being left behind because they would move out of his range of vision, and then he didn't even know where they'd gone.
It's like, guys, come back. Hold my hand. I'm scared.
Need a lead.
Just tie him on a rope. Come on.
Well, follow the rope.
When the piggyback rides get too embarrassing.
They would like lead me into corners. They would just like drop the rope. Follow the rope.
We tie the rope around the enemy, and then we leave.
Mess it up. Instead of like tying it to my wrist, they tie both of my feet together so I can't move.
Yeah, we would do that intentionally, though.
Yeah. I know. So, I know I did that, you jerks. Alright. So, you guys are in quite a dark cave. A couple of twists and turns. You see some lanterns on the walls? That's what the yellow balls are. But apparently everyone's too good to have lanterns. Fools. We can just see forever. All the time. You're right now just in a narrow mine shaft, but I think you can see just at the edge of your vision. It expands up into a room just out of sight.
Yeah, I've got, because of the torches, just...
Oh, you're still able to see things past
yeah, so
60 feet.
even
Okay.
like this guy up here, I can see him because he's in light and he's within my direct line of sight. But if it wasn't for the torch up there, I wouldn't be able to see anything.
Alright, that's fine.
So, just so you're aware.
No, that's fine. I'll say that's like how an actual cave would work. How, if you're in a cave, your vision doesn't just end after 60 feet. So you can tell there are certainly bandits in here. You know there's at least one in there because you can just fucking see them through like 3 rooms in a cave. But I guess you can't see anything in this big room here. So, I'll leave it over to you guys.
All right.
Inside a cave.
I'll let you guys lead if we're gonna try. Are we gonna try to talk our way in still, or?
Well, we killed 2 of them already, so once you start, why stop?
Well, we also don't know what we're walking into.
So it
There's a
begins.
load of them.
Ah, the murder hobo.
I think we should start with talking to scope it out.
Yeah. We're murder hoboing the murder hobos, okay? They started it.
They did start it. Just think of it. If the bandits weren't here, you guys wouldn't have a job.
Exactly.
Walk up to them and thank them.
Shake their hands, thank them, and then quickly draw your hand back because they're known stump creators.
Watch your hand, or they'll keep it.
So then,
This would be nice for my hand collection. But anyways, so we talking our way in?
You can't do that laundry game.
Yep.
I'm not sure about talking your way in, but you can hear the sound of pickaxes hitting stones and some idle chatter of some of the bandits just making small talk.
Okay, does anyone have a clipboard? We'll act like we belong.
We've done this.
How?
No, we haven't. You must be dreaming.
I'm curious. How would a clipboard make you appear inconspicuous?
Oh, you don't even
They'll
know.
never suspect this
You don't
motherfucker with a
know.
clipboard.
You don't know the half of it!
We were trying to get out of an enemy encampment, and there were 4 of us, and we were all like, all right, we're just gonna go bluff our way through the guards. And so I'm playing a gnome artificer in that game, and I pulled out a clipboard, and I think I wrote inspector on the back of the clipboard or something, or put on a name tag that said inspector. And I walked up to the guard and I said, I'm here to inspect the wall, let me out. And I rolled a nat 20 on my deception. So they let me out, and I left. But all 3 of the others failed and got stuck in town. And I think, what did you end up having to go, like, do laundry?
And then that's when I flirted my way out of the wall.
And then you went and flirted your way through the wall. Which,
We
I
also had a
spent, like,
big
whole
fire at the
day-
time.
Oh yeah, there was a fire. I did start a fire.
And
I
that's when, and not only did he roll the net 20 and get through, the fucking team Rex through.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I had the mechanical Allosaurus with me too.
in a sheet with a very poorly drawn horse on the side.
This is fine. This is fine.
Junior inspector. What do you want? So yeah, clipboards. Basically a superpower.
It's like Clark Kent's glasses. They'll never suspect. The guy with the clipboard.
I should have bought a clipboard before we left town.
Damn it, man.
Anyway, we'll try without the
You
clipboard.
haven't learned anything for that past life regression technique?
All right, you honey talking ones, get up there.
I don't know. I'll give you a freebie just to see where it goes. You see, like, the smashed remains of a barrel up here? As if it had somehow broken. And the slats of the barrel look vaguely clipboard-shaped. So it's just like a long plank of wood. So if you'd like to make something happen, I'm willing to facilitate it.
I don't have anything to carry any staves with me right now, so I think I'll pass on it for the moment. But I've put that on my list.
All right.
Things to acquire for later.
How could you put it on
Should
the
be
list
part
without a
of the
clipboard?
Dungeoneer's pack. Right?
Alright, kids, how do we want to do this?
I mean, if it's gonna come to blows at one point or another, I'd say walk into the next room, scope it out, and overwhelm the. If there's just a couple of them in there, walk up to them talking, keep them on their toes talking, and then just stab them as soon as you get there and try and take them down quick and quiet.
Ooh, so the Lost Fair Maiden approach. Let's go.
There we go.
Use your verbal judo to throw off their OODA loop, and then you can get close enough to take them out.
Yeah, I know some of those words.
Now you're getting
Do we know if they're mostly humans here?
As I move, I see different stuff. Oh my god.
Really? Oh, that's so cool!
If it was mostly humans, we could blow out the lanterns as we go, and we'll have advantage.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
I blow out a lantern. Poof.
What the?
Oh my
Nice.
god.
What the fuck was that? I didn't allow you to do that. You can do it. It's fine.
Do what I want, bitch.
I am your god. All right, I'll put it back there.
Now, for some reason, that I don't have any vision over there now. I don't know why.
It's all gone.
Yeah, cut out there for me too.
That's fine. Hold on. Unfortunately,
I'm thinking maybe the has sight thing is misconfigured.
let's check. I can make you emit light. I can't imagine that's. Oh, all players can see the light.
No.
Hello. Hold on. 60 feet. Starts at 0 feet. All right. Mr. Stone, in.
I can see now.
You can see it. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. In that case, I think I know what I did wrong. 60, 0.
Yeah, you got it right now.
All right.
Oh yeah, got it.
I'm just going down the line.
Now everyone's getting the full effect. I love using the dynamic lighting.
0. There we go.
There we go. I mean, I thought the lantern thing was pretty cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but now it's now I know it's unnecessary. Now I can. This gives me ideas. All right. So a quick question. The only way I was able to do that was to make all of you emit your own light. Does anyone see anyone else just glowing with light?
No.
Nope.
Perfect.
No.
Okay, then I'll assume it worked. Because unfortunately, I can't see exactly what each of you see. So I'll assume it worked until proven wrong.
Yeah, we'll tell you if something weird pops up.
Or you won't, and you can just metagame the shit out of it. Like, oh, I can't see him. Quick, I rush to this guy over here and stab him. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I think you've got it correct. It looks like I think it should based on the game I've been running. Because if I step back here, like it's really dark where they are. They're not really emitting any light, but I still have my line of sight to where there is light further up the cave.
Perfect. Pretty sure that's how actual light works in the real world.
As long as it's in dim light, or well, and it's all dim light until I get near one of the. So
Alright,
I think you're good.
perfect. Right. So, you guys can take the lead. You appear to be approaching some kind of biggish cavern maybe, oh, at a quick glance, I would estimate it's about 60 feet around. It's vaguely circle-ish. You hear some pickaxing coming from your left and some pickaxing coming from your right.
All right, lead on. I'm right behind you.
Isn't this just
Should we go in as minstrels? Just start playing the flute.
You're the talking guy. I'm the quiet one.
You can go in however you like.
Yeah, man, if you want to go in playing your flute, you go right ahead.
Yeah, it'll attract attention, get them coming towards us. Is that what we want, or do we want to try doing this stealthily? I guess it's something we'll ask them back further in the
I
cave.
thought we were gonna go for the talkie-talkie approach.
Okay. Well, do we want to talk to all of them at once, or just a few?
I think as soon as someone sees us, they're all probably gonna be like, huh?
Well, it looks like there's only 2 in this room. And the one in the other room who's not really looking this direction. You guys go left. The 2 of you go left, and me and somebody else go right, and get them quick.
That's totally opposite of the talkie-talkie thing we discussed.
Yeah, you're like, let's go in and just stab
Oh,
them.
talk?
Okay,
I
fine.
heard.
Then talk. Start
I
talking.
can kill.
I'm not the talkative one. Or at least I shouldn't be.
No, you're
Ah,
fine.
don't sell
you
yourself
do.
short. You can totally talk however much you like. Don't let society keep you down. Alright. So, if you guys want to sneak up on him, you can sneak up on him. If you would rather not do that, you don't have to.
I think we need
No,
to
I
write
see.
plans in the future.
Yeah, I see this guy over here to the left. I'm gonna go over talk to him.
Alright. And I think...
Excuse me, do you have a manager?
Oh my god, what? Who are you? And he eyes you suspiciously while reaching for his scimitar he's got.
I heard the Mayans came over new management, as you can say, and I'm looking to talk to the current manager.
You want to speak with Arnold?
Yeah.
That, all 4 of you?
Yeah, we are a group. We've worked together a little bit, and we think we can help here.
Yeah, that seems like a great idea. Hey, Jack. And he appears to be speaking to the other guy in this room. These 4 here want to speak with Arnold. Don't, I guess we should lead the way. And, go ahead, and anyone who cares to, roll me a, not investigation, what's the other one?
Insight?
Insight?
As I said, insight. Go ahead and make me an insight check. Wow. Alright, so, all of you can tell that this guy is up to his eyeballs in bullshit. He's definitely scheming to make your lives very much harder in the very near future. So if you'll just come with me, our boss is right this way if you want to go talk to him.
Darling, don't be stupid, okay? We're just here because we know working in the mines is a long, dirty, thankless job. So we just thought if you would like to watch this pretty girl Chantal here sing and play her lyre, while this nice Menhir accompanies her, it would make your lives quite a bit easier. So, if you don't want our services, we can go.
Ah, Jesus. Let's see here. Well. I think I can very well speak for Arnold when I say, we can't pay you. So, and if you snitch on us, I mean, and he, like, obviously turns to eye his scimitar that's still in his sheath right now. You get the picture?
Oh yeah, we got
Sorry,
it.
I didn't hear that.
Alright.
They'll kill us if we're trying to do anything funny.
Yeah, that's, you got that right, kitty cat. That's about the idea. So we're not exactly looking for entertainment. We're looking for us to not get our various body parts cut off. And we've got to dig up as much of this here ore as we can. Because, let me tell you, we want to get the fuck out of Dodge real fucking fast.
Why? What will happen if you don't?
My boss is gonna fucking kill me. I assumed that was obvious.
Are you here, like, have you been kidnapped? That you didn't want to be here? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so why work for him?
Who the fuck are you breaking down the establishment? You don't know me. You don't know what I've been doing. You don't know my life. All those
I think with
orphans.
an insight check she does.
Yeah, I pretty much know everything about
All
you.
those orphans. They made fun of me for being blue. Blue skin.
Yeah, no,
I can still hear them. What's up, Azul? I can still hear them taunting me.
Oh, they're there.
You don't know what it's like.
It'll be alright.
I've been out here in the mines, working my hands to the bone. Working that guard's hand to the bone that we fucking chopped his hand off. He made fun of me too for being blue. He's not making fun of me anymore.
What, while all this is going on, what's Jack, the other guy in this room, doing?
Oh, Jack supremely could not care less. He's just mining.
Okay.
He's like, I'll take it back. He's vaguely interested. He's like glancing in your direction once in a while. But there's a steady stream of pickaxing coming from the south of this cave.
Alright. I'm going to kind of stay over here where I am, keeping an eye on him.
All right.
Back to the therapy session we had going on.
So then there I was.
I'm like patting him on the back reassuringly, but meanwhile rolling my eyes at Chantal.
Mm-hmm.
There I was, a blue child. Do you have any idea how hard it is to be blue? I mean, no offense. Anyone blue, I'm sure they're great people.
I mean, we understand a little bit. We were
Yeah.
orphans too.
Yeah, what orphanage were you in? Maybe we were in the same one.
You were in the Glasgow orphanage? I'm gonna go ahead and call it a no.
You were in a orphanage.
A orphanage? It's an orphanage, you idiot! And he
Shut up! I knew as soon as I said
he
it!
draws his scimitar. He's had enough of the bullshit.
Oh, great. So
Grammar is his trigger.
oh boy, we got Tumblr in here.
Oh no. Oh, phew. Thank goodness.
I guess we should roll initiative.
I think that'd be a very good idea.
So idiot doesn't want to die, then attacks us. He's got good life goals.
Well, to be fair, he's
I mean-
spending his life illegally mining in a mine that he doesn't own.
Short life goals.
Well, yeah.
No, that's what my artificer in the other game has.
Hell, because he's short. I got you. And it seems like we are missing one.
Yeah, it's not letting me roll normally, so I'm just
Go
gonna
ahead and
do
click on your token, and then try to roll the initiative. I don't know why, but we've discovered that that is for some reason an adequate fix to that problem.
it. That's strange. Okay, it works. Yeah.
So this guy has from what Mr. Stone can tell from over there, it appears that nobody's paying all of you enough mind, that nobody's noticed that you've decided to enter armed conflict yet. So, I'll go ahead and give you a hint here. If you can put this guy down soon enough, they probably won't know that you guys have tried to kill one of their guys, like right away.
Oh, pick me.
So are you saying that Jack isn't paying enough attention? Or is that including Jack?
I'll say that includes him. He's stopped caring.
Okay.
But like, if
Okay.
I will tell you this for goddamn certain, if it gets down to this guy's turn, whose name I made up and then immediately forgot. He's probably going to yell something out. Like, giving you fair warning.
So just confirming, because I feel like I understood this two different ways.
Azul, yes. Definitely Azul.
Yes. For him. So Jack isn't even looking or caring?
No. Then
Okay.
Jack's just zoned out. You know, like, when you're doing so much boring, menial work, your mind wanders, and you, like, lose track of where you are? That's what Jack's doing.
Got it.
And no, it's Azul without the E. English demands random letters. No, that's French. It'd be Azule.
Well, English is every language except English.
Yeah, that is true. It's the only one that matters. Good point. Didn't think of it that way. So, Miss Chantal, you've got the go-ahead.
Okay. So before I go ahead and stab him, I'm going to give Liz a bardic inspiration, so she has an extra d6 to add onto her lovely things. So go get him.
I will ask. You can inspire stirring words or music. If you go ahead and make me a performance check if you still want to do this, because if you make too much noise, someone will start to notice. And since you need to
make
use
a fair
words
point.
or music. So, I'll say that on... If you still would like to do this, you can take it back if you want, because this is a rule I just now made up. So if you would like to carry on with this, a better performance check means someone else is less likely to notice.
Let's go ahead and redact that
Alright.
because I'm not feeling too confident.
That's fine.
I was about to say we'd have to do this session acoustic, and I'll take the amp back to the van.
Pack it up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I can't click. Right. Okay. So we're just gonna stab him.
Then left
then.
click.
I like stabbing.
I forgot these guys' armor class. Hold on. Oh, wow, lovely.
Lovely for me. Lovely for you.
Very lovely for you. This guy, he doesn't really get a chance to speak because the first thing to come out of his mouth is just a large, like, pool of blood because you've pierced his lung with his rapier. And he's somehow desperately clinging to life. You've really gave him a good one.
That's how I do.
And now, we go to Elentia.
So he's dead.
No. He's still standing. He's still reaching for his, scimitar that he's got. But he looks to be in very bad shape.
Raging and poking with my dagger.
How would you like to do it?
Another throat slice. It works well. It's my
It
thing.
works very well because this, silence is a virtue. So you make his neck out to be like a Muppet. So it's loosely connected to his head now. And he just collapses, luckily very quietly, in a pool of his own mess. Blah. Bam, dead. And you very quickly turn around, I imagine, to a Jack down there mining in the corner. And he still has missed all of this escapade that just happened right there.
Are we continuing with the combat initiative order then?
I'll have you keep all of your initiatives where they are, so that if you decide to enter combat again, you'll keep the same number, but I won't hold you to initiative right now.
Okay. I would like to draw my bow and draw it back and hold it on him, but I'm going to hold the action to actually fire for if he turns around and notices what's happening.
All right. Well, look.
And kind of like nod my head towards my companions, like towards him.
Luckily, he's still pretty spaced out on you, so. He has not realized that anything is wrong with any of his companions in the cave.
It's fine. It's fine.
I just don't want to. I don't want to launch an arrow at him right now and miss and alert him and have all of us be too far away. So I just want to cover him in case he spots us, but give you guys time to move into position.
Or I'll pull out a crossbow. So I have my light crossbow pointed at the same guy.
Any of our stabby people want to?
I guess the stabby people are moving
The old
on.
Mexican standoff.
Or I can do it since he's got him covered with a crossbow as well. Doesn't
No,
matter.
no, no. I like all bows trained on him.
Do I have a bow? I do have a bow. I got my bow trained on him. too.
What the? Am I the only one without?
Look over here, bitch, I dare you.
If he turns around right
You
now,
just got your lyre pointed at him.
I can load you an arrow and you can use the
Gonna
lyre.
lay down some sick beats on him. Good.
We all lyre and just twang, twang, twang.
Gonna hit him with some tasty licks.
Oh man. So I'll just go up and talk to him, I guess.
That'd be quite a conversation.
You know what? Should we just kill this guy? I think we've gotten to this point.
I would say yes. Let's just fire.
Yeah. Go Wrecker's Day.
Damn it.
Sorry, Jack.
So all of you can go ahead and make an attack with advantage because he still does not notice. He's like minimum wage worker. He's down on his luck.
God, I feel
Yeah, if
bad.
all you,
He's got his earbuds in.
all right, so there's a brilliant.
Noise.
Oh, I can't fucking believe I actually have a pro. Ow. There's just a chorus of this going on. It's just a. It's a mess.
We've got sound effects.
The guy looks like a porcupine now. He's just lying face down in a pool of himself.
Well, I'd like to, out of game, point out that this is the stealthiest encounter we've ever done.
Right?
Right?
We didn't earn the nickname Murder Hobos for nothing.
I'm gonna pick up Azul's pickaxe and start hitting the wall randomly.
Smart.
I'd like to search this guy's pockets.
Yeah, go for it. Well, you find 3 arrows.
Woo! I'll go ahead and pocket those for the moment.
Luckily, none of them hit anything too vital. I should really make a chart for this, but I guess this will work for right now. This guy, it turns out, is not the most efficient miner. You find a bunch of blisters on him, but not a lot in the way of weapons. His clothes are shabby. His shoes are shabby. The pickaxe in his hand is probably the most valuable thing on his person.
All right, I don't care much about that. Well, at this point, what's done is done. So, which way do we want to go?
We appear to have some discussion between Mr. Plains and Miss Chantal.
Yeah. We can keep on going, but we should probably try to keep some kind of noise going here.
Yeah, we've got another one down this hallway here at the end.
And now that you're taking a look around, you see this, the mine that you're in is a bit sparsely, like, decorated. It's just a stone floor. It's really dirty. They didn't take very good care of this place, even when the city guard was running it. You see some yellowish ore deposits coming out from some of the walls around. And up against one wall, there's like a badly made table and a couple of barrels just sitting around.
Anything in the barrels?
Would you like to check?
Sure.
Alright, perfect. Well, I assume you're just going to go ahead and check all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm inquisitive like that.
Alright. Curious as something, I just can't think of it. And the first two, in the golden one and the reddish one, There's just a lot of foodstuffs, like sacks of flour, some grain, berries and nuts, that kind of thing. And then the one on the bottom, it's just a big keg of ale. Just like standard brown beer.
I make a mental note for later.
They did say we couldn't take any gold, but however...
Nobody said we couldn't roll out a
Yeah.
keg.
And from the the conditions of the barrel and the condition of the table, you assume that that was something that the bandits had brought in and like made themselves. So
All right.
So you assume you won't be stealing from any honest folk if you take the food. Or take the fucking table, I don't care.
So, north or east? We do have a guy to the east that probably don't want to come down this hallway anytime soon.
Can you see what kind of weapon he has?
You can go ahead and make an investigation check. He doesn't have a weapon. Don't worry about it. He's cool.
Yeah, I think it's a spoon.
He was just eating some food.
At best, a spork.
He has one of those fancy mining spoons.
Yeah, those things. I heard about
The
those.
war spoon is what they call him.
Okay, but I'll keep on a lucky around the outside of the wall, just clacking on things with a pick.
Okay. Gesturing to Elentia and Chantal, do you want to talk to this one before we kill him?
No, I'm tired of talking.
I mean, it does always seem done poorly.
Hey, it worked once.
Okay, I would like to stealthily creep into the room if he's looking the other way and make sure there's no one else in the room before we go in.
Alright. Then anyone who wants to go in sneaky style, go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'm the rogue, I guess I should.
Yeah.
I'm sitting back with the pickaxe making lots of noise.
This.
Well, luckily, our intrepid, Jesus, Tabaxi?
Tabaxi.
Bam. I'm not familiar with a lot of the races not in the player's handbook. Forgive me. Actually, I don't give a fuck. Don't forgive me. What do I care? I could end you. Luckily, he's making enough noise with that pickaxe just in the other chamber that minor slip-ups, like stirring some loose gravel, don't really alert the guy. He still appears to be blissfully unaware as you enter his room.
All right. So I'd like to creep over behind him, and I will remember it. I won't look at the sheet. I cheated. Look,
Nah, cheat.
Chantal, did you want to talk to him? Did we decide on that?
What the hell was that?
Oh, that was my Steam going off. Sorry, I'm talking through my speakers
That's what it
because my
was. I knew it sounded familiar.
Yep.
I thought it was something on my end, and I freaked out.
So that was a no.
I mean, you guys are doing such a good job sneaking. We haven't done anything with stealth.
All right. I'd like to step up behind him and try to stab him with both my weapons.
The old Count Dooku. Go for it. Give me a couple of attack rolls. Ooh, lucky you. Just enough. You hit him with the rapier, kind of like a stab through the heart, and you're to blame. And as he turns around to yell in surprise, you quickly slash your short sword. Actually, how would you like to do it with the short sword one? I'll give that one to you.
I think you had it right. As he opens his mouth to cry out, I'm gonna quickly cut him across the throat to stop him from yelling.
Perfect. Terrible minds indeed think alike. So you're so far 3 for 3 on silent assassinations.
Should have been a rogue.
Hey, it's multi-class, man. I'm level 2 with every character.
Nothing else in this room, from what I can
There's a
tell.
couple of barrels up against the wall, hastily thrown together. There's a lit lantern in the south side of the room.
Oh, that's right. I'd like to
There's
check
a
the
miner.
barrels. Just quickly.
All right. Bringing up the hard questions then. Why I didn't plant anything in these barrels is beyond me. Alright, so in the top barrel, up near, that appears to be where they were keeping a lot of the ore that they had mined. So there's only a couple flakes at the bottom right now. It seems that they've already absconded with some of it. The one in the middle, you find storage full of clothes. Like shirts, pants, shoddily thrown together, but the cloth still seems to be in good material. Like, it's in a pretty good shape for how shoddy everything else is in the cave. And in the bottom one, it's just another keg of ale. A couple of mugs
Alright.
rest on top of it.
I'll walk back out. This room's clear. North, I guess?
I guess.
I think it's the only way
Works
left.
for me. It's not left, it's up. I got him.
I'll just continue with the pickaxe. It's been doing well so far.
Just mine your way down the tunnel, making noise to cover our approach.
Don't
I am a
mind.
cat, so I imagine I'm getting some pleasure out of this.
Dude, did you guys know you could move your character around with the arrow keys?
Yeah,
I did not know that. Oh my god.
I just figured it out.
Wait, what?
seconds ago.
this is like RP walking
That's
right
crazy.
now.
I love it. We're all just dancing back and forth in the hallway.
Stay alive, stay alive.
All right, so I see another one up here to the
Yeah,
north.
so everyone's
But we've got tunnels
Mhm.
to the left and yeah.
Right. So
Sorry, what was
Sorry.
that?
I imagine, Mr. Menhir, that you're still tapping that pickaxe around.
Yeah, I think I'm probably getting quieter as I come into this new area.
That would be a very good idea. For no reason in particular.
I would like to roll insight against that statement.
Go for it.
Damn.
Ooh, let's see. What's my deception modifier?
Probably no
It'd be
reason.
like a -1. Hold on. You know, knowing me, I'm a pretty trustworthy guy. You're you take it with a grain of salt. Possibly more.
Alright.
So you find yourselves in a room much smaller than the last one. There's a path to the north and a path to the west.
What do you guys think? Do we hear any noise coming from either direction?
The cave's a bit echoey, so you hear some... Actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Anyone who wants to listen around the room. Alright.
Roll it real quick.
Plains...
Tap, tap, tap,
Yeah,
tap.
all you can hear is...
My gosh. you're
Yeah,
tapping
all
them.
you and Chantal can hear is just a bunch of tapping on the walls. Mr. Stone and River, you can tell that there's a guy to the northwest, the northeast, just barely out of eyesight for you, probably. You hear some pickaxing in that direction. And Miss Elentia, you also hear that one coming from the northeast. You also hear one coming from just around the northward bend. On just around... Jesus. Just around here. You hear two sets of pickaxes tapping on the walls. In addition to your companion just behind you. Or in front of you, as the case may be. And from the rhythmic tapping, you can tell that they have not heard you enter their room yet.
So I hear one to the northeast, and I think I see him there in the distance.
I hear one the other way.
Which way?
I point that way.
Yeah, thereabouts over here.
All right. Well, you're the rogue. You want to sneak over there and check that one out while we keep an eye on this one up here?
Sure.
After all, this is why I picked you guys.
Do I need to like roll a stealth check or anything?
Only if you'd like to sneak up on them.
I do.
Guys, we're actually getting to use stealth. Like, as more than just a joke. Oh, I'll roll stealth.
It is really strange.
It's kind of awesome.
I loudly walk up behind him and stab him. Haha, you're dead.
Stealth is the name of her dagger.
I stealth him to death.
I'm rolling across the floor.
Well, luckily for you, this guy's distracted with his own ore vein right in front of him. And your friend Menhir's got him distracted from the rear, so he's pretty oblivious as you walk up to him. Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, well, I've ruined it all.
I pause in midair right behind him.
Yeah, luckily I'm not gonna count that.
Or like, what is our plan?
That'd be slightly rude.
Why would we change the plan now?
Okay, just if that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Besides, if we've screwed up, the only way we're going to get away with it is if there's no witnesses.
I come up behind him and take both my daggers, one in each hand, and stab him on each side of his rib cage.
Alright. That's very fortunate. So, the first one gets him right through the arm and makes him drop his pickaxe to the ground. And how would you like to do the second one?
Just right up through the rib cage into his heart, stop his heart.
Yeah, lovely. So 4 for 4. Totally unnoticed. As far as you can tell.
Aw, yeah. I stealthily go back down where my friends are at. Alright, he's taken care of. Ready for the next one?
Yep, was there anything else up
Tappity,
there?
tappity, tappity, tap.
I didn't really look, I just killed them and backed up.
I like you.
You like me now. Cross me and you'll end up like the other 4 people I've killed today.
Doom.
Noted. So, see the one up here, and it looks like the road forks. Do we hear anything coming from the cross tunnels, or still just the one guy up ahead?
The one tunnel towards the left goes back to where the guy was that I was just at, so there's nothing else down there, but I don't know if there's anything to the right.
Oh, excellent. I didn't know that.
I checked it out while I was up there. It's kind of my job.
Think you can pull that trick again?
Oh yeah, look at the...
That's a really weird thing to say to a miner.
Well, I'm trying to catch him off guard. I mean, yeah, I can try. Do I need to roll stealth again?
Yeah, because this is a new guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and step to the side and draw my bow and train it on him like before.
God, you guys are almost too good at this. I'm trying to make a reference to, like, Solid Snake or something, but, yeah, you're just silent as the night. It's like Batman.
So if her attack doesn't go well, I'll release this arrow.
Go for it.
Going with double-handed daggers again.
Even better. How would you like to do this one? You guys are killing it. And by it, I mean enemies.
I'm gonna do one in his ribcage for his heart, the other one in his neck.
Perfect. The old two-pronged skewering. Sounded much better in my head. Alright, so 5 for 5.
Motion from
Entirely unnoticed.
Oh, wait, I almost forgot.
I like how that's the solution, is just put it through a wall.
Well, I couldn't actually turn them off, so that was my...
That's fine.
careful. I think there's another guy. He's gonna be up here close. Nothing.
What do your non-elf eyes see?
You wanna take
Nothing yet.
right,
Wait, I think there's one up in the hallway ahead.
There's another one in this chamber up here. Same song.
Hey, it's
I
been
like-
working. Why change?
Yeah, I like it. I'll draw my bow and back you up again.
Holy mother.
Man alive.
Is this how we're supposed to go through dungeons?
My God, this is so much easier.
Well, there's 3 of them in here, but I'm assuming my stealth roll still.
You can make it up to the first one, but again, if you want to walk up to another one after this one, that will require an additional check.
Understood.
I'm actually going to shift my bow over to the direction of the other 2 now that I've seen them, because I'm afraid that there's going to be enough noise here to alert them.
Alright.
Double-handed daggers again.
Alright, so, with your first hit, I'm going to assume you have advantage because you're up against a an oblivious target.
Yeah.
So, perhaps you've gotten a bit lax in with so many victories just mounting at your feet.
I got too much swagger.
That the first hit, it's like a nice clean hit right to the tummy area, but he doesn't appear to be that put off by it. So that when you get the second hit in, it just hurts even more, and the guy lets out a piercing wail of, and it attracts the attention of everyone else in this cave here. So,
Does she have her stealth attack since she has advantage?
do rogues?
Actually, I don't
She
know.
has a sneak attack, which is just like an extra d6.
If rogues,
I think sneak attack doesn't come to the second level.
No, it's first level.
is it?
Oh, was it?
It's only a d6 at first level. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, it won't change the outcome.
Yeah, there's something about that. Where is it?
It's page 96.
No, I was trying to remember. Yeah, here's my sneak attack.
Hey, I flipped exactly to open the book. Oh, it's on the
I don't
rogue
believe
page. Yep, sneak attack, first level. There you go. So yeah, you get an extra d6 if you have advantage.
All right. I will add it, but it doesn't change the outcome. This guy is made of sterner stuff, apparently, than the other 2 bandits. So even
But
Okay.
even with,
but he's also girlier and screams.
I mean, because he had time to scream. You don't know what the other ones would have done if they actually had a chance to do something.
It's true.
This is what happens when we don't just one-shot him. How weird.
This is all starting to get more familiar now.
Yeah. So your friend here up to the north lets out a piercing wail that everyone else responds to. So we are back in business. And by business, I mean combat. So,
So, are we starting over with Chantal on initiative order, or?
yes. But I will give you that surprise attack. So that kind of doesn't count for your combat. So when we get up to you again, you're still going to have a chance to do something.
Okay.
Just let me add all these peons here. Well, hello, thank you. And asterisk, bam. Alright, and got descending order. And we're up to the top with Chantal. I'm going to keep your previous initiatives because I assumed you guys were just like tense and ready for combat at any moment.
Of course.
Right.
Well, it looks like it can't get very far. But I will rush ahead as quickly as I can.
Right.
F.
Do you want the crossbow?
Maybe. Wait, is that a strength weapon? Because if so, no.
Oh, no,
It's
it's
certainly not
dexterity.
Unless you want to hit him with a crossbow. Like, bang him over the head with the
As a
crossbow.
bludgeoning weapon.
You know, when I run out of bolts, that might be a good choice.
Yeah, I could have handed you the light crossbow if I was just playing the pickaxe.
I don't know. I'd let the DM rule
I
that.
will allow it, because generally, if you guys think of something later that you probably should have done before, I'll think that, like, if you were an actual person in an actual mine actually killing people, it probably would have come up. So I'll definitely allow it.
Okay, cool. I promise I'll give it back.
Okay, thank you.
I imagine it wouldn't be like, no, it's my
Okay,
crossbow.
well, it's a D8
Fuck
hit.
you.
I wrote my name on it and everything.
It does have some of my fur stuck to it, so hope you're not allergic.
It's you.
This is gonna get really rough for you.
Hey, yeah, I just had to look it up in the player's handbook. Light crossbow, right,
Yeah.
man?
Yep.
I have to do this manually now.
Bullshit. You could add it as a command, or what are those things called? DM, what's that thing called?
An
You're
attack
worthless. No,
on the character
No.
sheet. Weapon. Glass
Drop.
action.
where it you can make like a command in Roll20, so it's just like slash, whatever, where it like brings up a button. A macro. That's the one.
Macro. Hey,
Is
okay.
it a 16 hit?
A 16 does in fact hit.
That angry guy.
It
Up
does.
here. Point.
It
Point.
does hit him. The only question is, how bad is he going to be hurt?
That bad.
That's that is pretty bad. Let's how would you like to do it?
Can I shoot him through the eye?
You can most certainly shoot him through the eye.
I like that. Let's do that.
You know what? I just had a great idea. Let's do that. So there's one guy you don't got to worry about anymore.
Ta-da!
So now, Miss Elentia, your quarry has been stolen from you.
Sorry.
So rude. So I'm assuming these two guys down here at the bottom are like.
They've drawn weapons. They're looking at you with pure malice in their eyes.
Walk up to this pink guy. And. Double daggers.
Ooh, poor show. That guy's a girly whale of alertness. Has given his friends something extra to work with. So they were able to just step out of the way of your dagger attacks.
Lame.
Right. And, unfortunately for you, or maybe fortunately, if you're some kind of masochist, the purple one that you've just attempted to attack raises up the... Like, she raises her hand, and you see just a sparkling magical energy crackling inside of it. And then you feel a horrifying pain as you take a whopping 5 force damage.
Damn.
Right.
Ow.
Now that her attack is over and done with, we go to Stone and River.
So, seeing that we've alerted multiple and not knowing how many others are down the tunnel, I'm going to drop my short bow and let out a feral roar and throw myself around Elentia. I am raging for the record.
Right.
Come on.
No.
There we go. And I'm going to attack with my 2 weapons that I drew on the way
Go
over.
for it. How well did you draw them?
Like a child with the 8-pack of crayons, but not the good crayon, the rose art ones.
Oh, God. I didn't know it was that bad. I have to give you disadvantage. Ooh, boy.
See, like I told you, rose
Yeah,
art.
it was still definitely good enough. For the first one, you take her right in the lung region. So as she attempts to, like, yell out in pain, it just sounds like... And, how would you like to do the second one?
With the short sword, once I've already stabbed her in the lung, I'll just put the short sword through the other lung, just round it off.
Symmetry. I like it. So there's another one gone. And another one gone. And another one bites the dust. Whee! So now...
And I think 20 to 25, 30, and I'm going to use my last movement to step one more step over.
It's like the douche bro insult, like, oh, come on, get some. Well, it's just the one guy left, and he is just nope, 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 and out of here. He's got 10. So let's see, one movement should take him to about here. And then the rest of the movement will take him right about to here. So he just ran the fuck away from you guys. He wants nothing to do with this situation that's developing. He just ran further into the cave.
I can't blame him. So, do we follow him or continue our methodical approach? I think he's going to warn any others that are in there, though.
So we set a trap.
He's going for the boss.
Set a trap? I like it.
Right. So,
Flip a table.
if you guys are setting a trap, I'm going to take out the initiative order for right now.
I feel better now.
So, how exactly are you guys setting up this so-called trap?
Out of game. We are reaching our I think Elizabeth especially is reaching the end of her evening. Do you your call obviously if we're at a point where you want to continue or if you'd rather stop it here?
I'm fine stopping here, because you are partway through the cave, and I feel like it would take sort of an unreasonably long time to get through it. So, like, without spoiling anything for you, we might want to call it here if everyone wants to get to bed.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, that'd be fine here.
Yeah, we're early to bed people, and if we stay up past our bedtime, we're worthless.
I
today,
totally
so-
understand. I've got to get into work at like 5 a.m. Sorry, we've shifted the schedules. I now have to clock in at 6, so I got to sleep in 1 more hour. But I totally understand, like the whole early to bed, early to rise thing.
But no, I had a fantastic time. I think it's going really well.
Yeah.
Despite
yeah.
the rocky start there.
Would rock
It is hard to put 3 thieves and a straight man together.
Whoa,
Yeah.
not that there's anything wrong with straight men.
Oh no, just like straight man in classical robber
Like
sense.
an upstanding citizen.
Yeah, Margaret Dumont.
Well,
Yeah, you came into the wrong neighborhood.
well, and I can definitely make it work because what did I set him? I think I set him as more of a chaotic neutral, chaotic good. I did pick chaotic good, I guess. But we can bend the rules a little bit to make a little money, and I think I was kind of playing him as more of a chaotic neutral, so I may retcon that and just say I was going to play him as chaotic
I don't
neutral.
know.
the whole-
Really, I put some of that on myself because since the goal was to get all of you guys together, I kind of expected there to be some fudging of, like, things that had to happen. So, you guys just rolled with it like champs with getting the party together. So I super duper appreciate that. So good
Well,
role
and
playing.
you had the motivation there that you gave to me with the contract and everything. So that was the missing piece. So kudos to you.
Huh, well, not to brag, but I am pretty awesome. And all of you better agree with me, or else things might start to happen.
Nope. I had a fantastic time, and I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to next week already.
Man, 7 more days. Alright, so excellent job, guys. Way to make quick fucking work of this. It's like silent assassins.
Yeah, we actually got to be stealthy for a while.
Yeah, that was really strange. We didn't have a single person in heavy armor.
The only clunking around was the intentional kind.
Exactly.
I guess this is what it's like to have a party that has decks.
Yeah, right.
Because you have a decent deck score, don't you, Plains?
Yeah. I have a pretty good. I think it's like +2, maybe +3.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean we're a straight dex party. Like we could do a lot with this. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to bed. Thanks again. I appreciate
Thank all
everything.
of you.
It's nice to get to play again.
Yeah, glad I could.
Yeah, thank you for DMing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Right, so I'll see all of you next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
sure.
yep. Have a good
See
week.
you then. Adieu.